Nice cutback. Here goes Nicholson. Nice gone for a wonderful cutback. He's going to take it all the way to the house. 60-yard TD run for Nicholson. 10-5. Get going. Touchdown. What a play.
Nice adjustment.
Great move.
Great play call, Coach. That's a nice
move by the official. Titusville wins. Knapp on the quarterback keeper on the right side. Titusville wins.
Haven't done that all night long.
And welcome to Titusville Rocket Football. Tonight, the Rockets are on the road to take on the Meadville Bulldogs. And we are at Bender Field tonight for tonight's Week 1 repeat. Our coverage of Rocket football this season made possible by these great sponsors. Anderson Physical Therapy, by the Barking Lot, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Armstrong, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Community Connect Federal Credit Union, by Dr. Timothy Brooks, by Pennsylvania Hardwoods, by State Farm Insurance, by True Value Hardware, by Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by Larry's Auto Service, by Booney's Sports Bar, by the Colonial Machine Company, by Corky's Pizza, and by the Titusville Beverage. Week 3 of high school football. And tonight, it's the Rockets and the Bulldogs as the 0-2 Rockets take on the 1-1 Meadville Bulldogs. We welcome you to our broadcast and our broadcast team, including Jim Bodemer and Dave Bodemer. Down on the field is Bill McCrillis on the wireless mic tonight. Camera operators are Adam Bodemer and Gavin Griffin. Good evening, guys. Welcome to Week 3 of high school football.
And if time flies, and we're into Week 3 already, but this is going to be an interesting week because this is the first time we'll have an opportunity to see if Titusville can make some adjustments coming off of a 45-6 loss to Meadville in Week 1. So that's going to be important for us, David, if we can make some adjustments against this ball club. They ran the ball very well against us, even threw a couple of times against us, which is a bit unusual for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, on the other hand, are coming in here after a loss to Oil City. And so they're going to be hungry for another start of a big run here towards playoffs. But they're going to take it out on Titusville if they can. So Titusville wants the first win. Meadville wants to get back into the winning column. Should be a good matchup.
Yeah, and it's different for coaches and the kids alike to be playing each other twice in 3 weeks and not being a playoff atmosphere as far as, normally you may see somebody at the end of the season and have to run into them again real quick in the playoffs. It's different. There can be some advantages to it because you've had experience. That remains to be seen.
Well, we'll see what Titusville can do if the adjustments will work and hopefully get away from making the mistakes we made last week against Franklin. We'll talk about that when we come back. But, big ball game, Meadville Bulldogs, Titusville Rockets here at Bender Field in Meadville.
And we had a chance to sit down with Coach Baldwin. We'll talk about the Franklin game and what it's like to play the same team twice in a season, the regular season. So we'll check in with Coach here in just a moment as our pregame show continues here from Meadville tonight. This is the Larry's Auto Service Colonial Machine Company pregame show. Pregame will continue right after this.
When it comes to your rehabilitation needs, you have a say in the kind of care you want to receive. At Anderson Physical Therapy, we are committed to your long-term health and well-being. We don't treat you like a patient. We treat you like a person, discussing your injury or condition and working with you on a game plan to get you back to better health. So stay on top of your game with a friendly and knowledgeable therapist at Anderson Physical Therapy.
Pennsylvania Hardwoods, a worldwide supplier of high-quality logs and lumber, is a proud sponsor of the Titusville Rockets. Located along Titusville Road in Pleasantville, Pennsylvania Hardwoods purchases standing timber and logs and some of the world's highest quality hardwood, which is growing right in your backyard. For a free appraisal, call Pennsylvania Hardwoods at 814-590-6730. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets from Pennsylvania Hardwoods.
Since 1965, the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has been dedicated to serving Titusville and surrounding communities. Mr. Garrett believed in tradition and commitment to excellence, standards that are still held to this day. He also believed in community and making Titusville the best place to live, work, and play. When you need us, we will be there for you, providing a dignified service at fair prices. This has been our foundation for 55 years. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, 303 North Washington Street, Titusville.
And welcome back to the Rocket Pregame Show. Joining me now is head coach Baldwin. Coach, good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to be here.
All right, coming off of the game against Franklin.
Yeah.
Give us the bad, give us the good.
Well, the bad is, the turnovers. You can't turn the ball over 7 times. We put the ball on the ground a couple more times. We got it back. Drop passes. Things that we didn't do in the first game happened in the second game. There was, with Franklin, there was room to move the ball and stuff. Defensively, there was a lot of good things, but when you put the defense out there that many times and short yardage and stuff like that, I do feel that the team, one good thing that we took away from it is that this team did not quit. Like when they come out in the second half and had that huge run and they got down inside in the goal line stand, we stood them up and then we actually drove the ball out of there until we shot ourselves in the foot down the other end. So,
well, I was going to say, so the good stuff, the defensive stance was incredible to see.
Awesome,
it was great to see some. Seth Brooks had a great bit in there.
Yeah. Yep.
So when you see that stuff, how do you translate the game experience to practice this week? How did practice develop, and what sort of things did you guys look at?
Well, this is the second time going into Meadville, so there's no doubt of what they're going to try to do. So we just got to keep working on tackling, making sure tackles. We had some missed tackles in Franklin, some arm tackles, breaking down, being in position to make the tackles defensively, and just harp on reading our keys, doing your responsibilities. If everybody does their responsibilities, then we'll be all right. Offensively, we're changing some things up a little bit, not majorly, but we're going back to some double tight stuff that we ran last year. We have good tight ends, and we're going back to moving them around. You're going to see some motion, some stuff like that. Maybe even a little bit of eye backfield type stuff, and we can move them, go either way, but try to get them into mismatches and take advantage of that.
So one of the things that's unique to this year is revisiting some of the teams you've played, and obviously week 1 you started out with Meadville. Right. Good there, bad there. We kind of went over that in week 2. So when you're formulating that game plan and working with the coaches, what sort of things are you guys discussing to kind of plan here for Meadville again? Because obviously they're going to be looking at you guys and making some adjustments.
Well, in the first game with Meadville, we ran like a 5-man front up front. That didn't quite get it done. This time we're going to, it'll look more like a 4-4. We do like a multiple defense, so it's not really changing. We call it a 4-3 show. So instead of having that, we roll up a safety while we're taking that safety out and putting a linebacker in, and it'll look like cover 3 behind it. And then offensively, just like I said, changing with the tight ends and stuff like that, and be able to work some play action and stuff. I think we'll go up under center a little bit more, gives the play action a different look. We'll also use our RPO. So when their outside linebackers like to come up on the line, especially against a double tight set, we can run a run pass option off of that tight end, off of that linebacker being up. So.
Did you watch any footage from the Meadville Oil City game?
Yep, watched some of that.
Anything surprise you there?
No, nothing really surprising. It was nice to see, since we're going to a double tight, Oil City ran with a tight end. I'll look at sometimes just to see how they move up to it and stuff like that. But, Oil City's a tough team, so,
So, again, Meadville is the matchup tonight once again. And, again, unique situation where you'll play them twice this season.
Yeah.
So, what's the team mentality going into week 3 here tonight?
I'll tell you, it's tough if you're outside of this team. If outside looking in, you see a game where, like last week with Franklin, you see the turnovers, you see some missed tackles, you see stuff like that. Where inside, these guys were hyped up for a Saturday game and being at home doing whatever they do all Saturday long. They were ready to go when we came out. And we just, we made mistakes and stuff like that. We haven't put one whole game together yet. So looking at Meadville a second time, it's one thing where we tell our guys, no team's 100%. Just look at the NFL. Week 2, look at all people going down. We have some bumps and bruises, but I'm sure Meadville, coming off playing Old City, has a lot of bumps and bruises too. And this might be the time to take advantage of it and hit them at the right time.
What do you say to those key players to get them again to step up into that team leadership role? Do they know that they got to do that, or is it still kind of prodding them a little bit each week?
Well, it's not as much as in the past. It can't come from us coaches. It's got to come from internal, and these kids know that, and the captains know that, the seniors know that, and especially this year in a COVID year where the season's already cut short. After this game, we're halfway done. The seniors only have so many opportunities to go do it again, and that's really sunk into them, and it makes a big difference for them.
All right, hard to believe week 3 high school football, Rockets and the Bulldogs tonight. Our pregame show will continue right after this.
Exceptional care. That is what our team of compassionate experts at Titusville Area Hospital Orthopedics will provide. Whether you're experiencing aches and pains or have suffered from significant injury, we are here for you. Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Michael Dvorkin is highly experienced in treating all orthopedic and sports medicine conditions. No matter what the treatment may be, you can trust that we'll be here for you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you enjoy. Learn more about our exceptional orthopedic care at titusvillehospital.org.
Fall and football go hand in hand, just like yards and the products made by Steel. At Titusville True Value, we offer a full selection of Steel chainsaws, pole saws, leaf blowers, weed eaters, and hedge trimmers to prepare your yard for fun this fall. So get the full lineup of Steel's equipment so the chores are out of the way so you can go out to play. Steel, available now at your Titusville True Value. Behind every good project is your Titusville True Value.
Whoever said,
"It's only a dog,"
never loved a dog. Our philosophy is simple. We treat every dog as if it were our own, and believe us, we spoil our dogs. When dogs are comfortable, they're happy. The Barking Lot in Titusville is ready to make your dog happy by offering grooming services, daycare, and boarding. Call today to schedule an appointment, or better yet, stop in and discover a stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers at the Barking Lot in Titusville.
Welcome back to the Larry's Auto Service Colonial Machine Company pregame show. We are here at Bender Field tonight as the Rockets and the Bulldogs will battle it out here in week 3. Luke Rio, Jim Bodemer, Dave Bodemer, Bill McCrillis with us, and we're going to be going down to Bill in just a moment here, guys, on a beautiful Friday night. I almost said Saturday. Titusville played last Saturday night, but it is a Friday night. And Jim, weather-wise, looks terrific.
Looks good. 73 degrees right now out there. No precipitation. And it was a warm day today, wonderful day. It's going to be really nice down in the field. It might be a little bit warm as it goes down about 68 as this game goes along. But, Bill, you're down there in the field. I don't see any breeze blowing in the trees here. I don't see any leaves moving. But field, of course, turf, going to be nice and dry. But everything's looking pretty good down there.
Yeah, really nice. It does not need cut, so we're okay with that. It's nice and smooth. Also, there's no wind down here tonight. It's just nice, and a really, really nice night to play football.
You're going to get used to that because next year you're going to be standing on turf all the time as Titusville will be turning their field into a turf field. But that's a really nice looking field as we sit up here in the press box looking down on it, Bill. Like you said, it's nice and smooth, and it appears that it's in very good shape.
Yeah, it sure is. There's no bare spots in it that I can see. It's really plush. It really, really is nice. It's colorful. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's a nice stadium over here at Bender Field, and we're glad to be over here. Hopefully the game will go along pretty good. Bill McCrillis on the wireless mic, brought to you tonight by Booney Sports Bar, your place for wings. We'll be going back down to Bill throughout the ball game here and catching up on some of the things that are going on the sideline. I didn't catch the toss of the coin. They had it earlier because
I got it for you.
What did you find out?
I asked the referee, could you tell me what the toss was? And he goes, am I allowed to tell you? I said, yeah, you are. You sure can. Titusville won the toss. They're going to defer.
Okay.
And so which goal they're going to take. He didn't tell me that.
Well, we'll find out when they line up. But,
yes, we will.
We'll find out real quick if Titusville made some defensive changes. And David, you and I were talking before we went on the air about the attitude of players and so on. Coach mentioned to Luke during his interview about seniors taking leadership. It's got to come from within some of these players themselves to get fired up, not just the coaching staff. How important is that for leadership within the team?
The leadership, if you're lacking leadership, then it can almost be lights out, quite honestly, because the coaches can only do so much, and if the guys aren't buying in to us, or they got to buy in hopefully to the captains, and that's the captain's role. And I find it's very, very important. If you come out, we'll find out. If they come out not believing, if that is low, they're going to be as flat as can be. And you can see that right away. The thing that the Rockets can come in tonight is they got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
There's no pressure on them. Just come in and play football and play loose.
Yeah, and hopefully play better. Cut down on the turnovers and all those things that go on. We're about 11 minutes away from kickoff here at Bender Field. Titusville, Meadville, second time around. We'll see what these ball clubs are going to put out there in the field for entertainment tonight. It's always fun to watch high school football here in Northwest Pennsylvania. We're glad you're with us. Stay with us. We'll have kickoff here in about 11 and a half minutes. We'll be right back.
This is the Larry's Auto.
This is the Larry's Auto Colonial Machine, a pregame show here on Stream and on Armstrong. Stay with us.
Community Connect Federal Credit Union is here for you. In a world of uncertainty, isn't it nice to know some things haven't changed? Like Community Connect's commitment to their members and community. We are here to help you save, plan, invest, grow, and sometimes move forward into new opportunities or adventures. Community Connect FCU has many options available, and becoming a member is pretty easy. Stop in, call, or visit our website at communityconnectfcu.com and click Join to get started. Community Connect Federal Credit Union, 1050 East Spring Street, Titusville.
Interstate Pipe and Supply means it when we say service means business. With a knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering, we can answer your questions and fill your orders, big job or small. Covering multiple applications and industries, we're not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. We are locally owned and make it our #1 priority to keep our customers returning and happy. We have been a staple in the Titusville community for 40 plus years. Stop in today and let us service you. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year.
And welcome back to the Larry's Auto Colonial Machine pregame show. I was just looking out at the crowd down here. They haven't dispersed out, of course, with this pandemic, with the rules and so on. But going to be a pretty good crowd, and cheerleaders, band is here from Meadville. So a little more atmosphere, which, of course, I always like. It's the crowd, the noise, and of high school football that makes it a lot of fun. And Dave, we were talking about making adjustments. Meadville ran the ball very strong against us, this double wing, and a little bit of counter movements and so on. What do we do now to adjust to, especially like Simmons and Glover, Bazell. These guys just kind of dominated us. Of course, their line wasn't too bad either the first time around. So what does Coach do with these kids to fill the gaps and so on?
Well, the big thing is you get your front four to hold the line at the very least. You know, they don't have to get penetration to disrupt things. If you see them in this double wing, I like to bring up, maybe the outside backers almost go to like a 6-man front. If it's my game plan right now, I'm going to try to make you beat us through the air, and I'm going to try to stop. First thing is these sweeps. These guys get around the edge on us, and we lose contain, and they could be gone. And one benefit of having turf is, I think it's going to increase their speed. If we're playing back in Titusville, if we can grow the grass another foot, and not cut it, maybe you can slow them down a little bit and get that kind of help. But and they're going to be consistent on every play. They're going to have to play every play. Everybody's going to be focused up to do their job. They're 1/11th, as we say. But my big thing is trying to stop these sweeps right off the bat. Middle backers are going to have to help us seal up the middle because they can gash us up the middle. We saw that before. And then I'd like to see them, pick your poison kind of a thing. So go ahead and try to beat me through the air, and we'll see how that goes.
I would mention that Sam Burchard is the quarterback for Meadville, threw the ball well against us. They don't throw the ball often. Someone told me about 50 times maybe last year, but nonetheless, if you make them go to something they're not accustomed to, it does give a benefit to Titusville.
Yeah, if we can get them in the 2nd and 3rd and long, if we can win first down,
and
it sounds maybe cliche and sounds maybe a little too simple to say just win first down first, but that really is a big thing. If we can get them in the 2nd and long and take them out of the rim, and then the other thing will be field position. Don't give them short fields.
Well, I was just thinking about that. You're talking about getting a field position and then not getting into a 3rd and long situation or getting them into 3rd and long. We did that to ourselves last week. Last week in the first 5 possessions, we fumbled. Franklin had short field the whole night. Fortunately, they didn't put it in until about the 4th or 5th fumble, but otherwise that game would have been worse than 21-0.
Yeah, and you that game you go in at halftime and you're thrilled that it was only 9-0.
Yeah.
The way the defense stepped up and you give them 4 or 5 short fields and they only score once, well then you're patting your defense on the back for the job that they did. And tonight that test is going to be harder. You just cannot do that because with this speed and this line and everything.
Well, given what they showed us the first week, a short field here, and it's going to be over quick.
Yes.
So that's going to be important. The other thing that's happening with Titusville is we're looking for them to make some adjustment offensively. We watched them warming up. They went to a double tight end, single set in the back. I don't know how that'll play out, but at least there's something coming out here a little bit different to show Meadville tonight.
Well, they went into that eye last week with Elon there coming in at the fullback and gave him some carries instead of bringing him in motion to lead block. And that kind of ground and pound that kind of thing is there's some benefits to. One is time of possession and holding on to the ball and keeping your defense off the field, their offense off the field. Here's the thing. Titusville needs to put up a good half. You never know what can happen to Meadville's psyche. Let's see how strong they are mentally because they're thinking that this game is just going to be joy, here I go. Maybe even pad some stats, that sort of thing. Based on the first game, and if Titusville can, kind of stand up to them in the first half, you never know what might happen in the second half.
You sit here and say Joy brings back some old memories. Many, many yeers ago, Meadville people will remember a gentleman by the name of Coach Joy, and I just reflect back very quickly when you said that. But you're right. We've got to get a good first half in here and get some confidence for the Titusville Rockets as they go against the Bulldogs. Titusville coming out on the field now. You see down the far side. Bill, are you on there, Bill? Can you still hear me? Yeah, Bill's lost us for something here. We'll get back to him. I was going to ask Bill what he sees in terms of enthusiasm with Titusville. They're just walking slowly with the coaches out to the bench. But we'll see what happens when they get to the kickoff. They'll be coming up quickly, as Bill mentioned. Titusville has deferred. So.
There's something about a Friday night under the lights and those gold yellow helmets coming out with the T on them.
Yeah. You can't beat brown and gold. All due respect to the black and red of Meadville, you can't beat brown and gold. That'll be my prejudice remark for the night, I think. Possibly not, folks. I apologize ahead of time, but it's good to be here. Bender Field here in Meadville. The Bulldogs and the Titusville Rockets are about 4.5 minutes from kickoff, and we'll be headed in that direction here shortly.
I'm anxious to see with the crowd tonight. We've seen in other places and other times it doesn't take a whole lot of people to see how loud it gets. And as the Bulldogs take the field here, you do hear the crowd a little bit down below, and the band's here kicking into gear. So it's going to be feeling more like a Friday night for all the boys than perhaps the first couple weeks did as far as crowd noise and involvement and atmosphere goes.
You know, you talk about crowd noise and attendance. A lot of the schools are opening up in terms of attendance. So I see Meadville, like we said, we had the band and the cheerleaders here. Titusville had the cheerleaders, but not the band. So perhaps over the next couple of weeks, we'll see even more people allowed to get into the ball games and get back to some of that original atmosphere. Titusville's lined up on the far side for the national anthem. So we'll take a pause here and we will listen to the national anthem. And the national anthem. It's nice to see you tonight. Coach Collins back with us. And this will conclude the Larry's Auto pregame and Colonial Machine pregame show. And we'll have kickoff coming up here in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis? Hey, do they ever ask you what you're wearing?
Yeah.
Red sweater, button-down shirt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Get expert home comfort and installation with Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning of Titusville. Now is a great time to schedule an appointment to have your furnace checked out before the colder days and nights ahead. It's also a great time to ask Vanderhoof about the Remy Halo, a patent-pending device designed to neutralize odors, air pollutants, smoke, mold bacteria, and viruses. Visit Vanderhoof online today to learn more or give them a call at 814-671-3226. Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning of Titusville.
For 48 years, Oil Creek Plastics has provided quality, service, and integrity to their customers and community. Their talented and committed employees strive to deliver to their clients the best products that are American-made. In that spirit, our high school athletes show commitment to their school and community, excelling at every event. In these times of uncertainty, community comes together. Oil Creek Plastics is proud to support the Titusville Rockets and continue traditions that are made in the USA.
Stream Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of Titusville Rocket Sports on Stream TV.
All set to go as Titusville will tee it up, as Titusville will get an opportunity here to get on the defensive end, see what they can do. Back deep is Simmons for Meadville. Nosco kicking off for the Titusville Rockets. Simmons standing back at about his 5-yard line. Nosco's kick is going to come up to Simmons. He's going to take it at about the 15, across the 20, out across the 25. Look out, 40, 45, 50, across the 45, 40. I don't think got an angle on him, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Good return by Simmons.
Yeah, kind of the exact opposite that we were talking about in pregame here. As we take a look at the Meadville Bulldogs starting offense, and Burchard coming out as the quarterback, and a very talented running back, backfield we should say, Glover, Bazell, to name two of them, with Simmons as listed as a fullback. And then this experienced offensive line, who did a very good job in week one. Worst thing here, 14-yard field, what they have to work with.
Sofer ran the ball carrier, got the angle, and knocked him out of bounds at the 14. First and 10 from the 14. Simmons single back, double wing Meadville. In motion is Glover. And straight up the middle, Simmons breaking some tackles inside the 10 to about the 8. Pickup about 6 on the play.
Defensive line here for the Titusville Rockets and linebackers and such. This group is got a big task right off the bat here, trying to put a stop here on Meadville. It's in 2nd and 5 from the 9. And if they can get a stop and get off the field here, that will be big, of course, for the Rockets.
2 in the backfield. That would be Glover and Simmons. To Glover to the right
Nobody
side.
out
Nobody
there.
there.
Nobody
He's going to
there.
walk it in. 11-13 in the first quarter, and nobody out there to cover Glover as he takes the handoff, goes to the right side. Just walked it in the end zone. 6-0 Meadville. That didn't take long.
No, this is you got your special teams letting you down on the kickoff, and here defensively on the second play, there is just nobody, no white shirts at all outside the tackle box, basically. And, he could have basically crawled into there.
You could have made it.
I probably would have gotten a hamstring issue, though.
Birch's kick is up and good. Meadville 7-0 with 11-11 to go here in the first quarter. Just underway, first possession, and 2 offensive plays, and Meadville puts 7 on the board. So Titusville going to have to come back now and see if we can get something going here after the kickoff. And Bill McCrillis, that was pretty easy going.
That was too easy. Titusville looks a little lackadaisical right now. And if kickoff didn't hurt them, tell you what, the touchdown sure does.
Didn't help any giving off that big run back.
Nope.
But that was wide open.Ave started to call right as soon as they came across the 35. You could just see the opening and the blocking scheme, and Simmons just had a clear field. Fortunately, Sofer had a angle on him and had to take the angle.
Yeah, I mean, it ultimately delays the inevitable as far as that goes. But I just, you only get so many nights to play football, guys. You got to come out and cherish it. And right now, I think, I don't know, we're flat right off the bat. So we got to answer right now. We can't wait till second quarter or so to try to answer. We got to answer right now and put up a fight.
Caleb Sofer will be back to receive this kick for Titusville. It's the first time he's returned on us. He's standing back at his 10, along with Brock Koval and Baker standing at about the 20 as Meadville gets set to tee it up. 7-0 if you just joined us with 11-11 to go in the first quarter. First possession, 2 plays, and Meadville scores. Kick is going to be an onside kick.
They got it.
Meadville's got it off the legs of Titusville, and I'm not sure it was supposed to be an onside kick per se, but it hit the legs of the Titusville front line, and Meadville got it.
Well, that's one, they obviously, I mean, maybe he did mishit it, but if he didn't mishit it, he was just trying to squib it. And you know what, if something goes your way, it goes your way, and this time it does for Meadville. That front line, a cardinal rule really is not to start retreating until that ball's over your head. And you've got to be ready for that each time, and they caught us.
They worked on that in the warm-ups, but that just didn't look to me like we just mishit it. We'll see. Burchard under center, puts man in motion to the right.
Counter.
Burchard wants to throw. He's got a man all by himself. Glover down his left side, touchdown. Wide open at the 15, and nobody back.
Well, I talked in pregame about I want to see us beat them in the air. And they did. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of speechless as far as, this is a backside post. They even pull their left guard over for a little pass protection like they're going to go to the right, and there he is on the backside post, and we fell asleep.
3 plays, 2 scores. Meadville snap, placement, Birch's kick is up, and it looks good. 10:59 left here in the first quarter, 14-0 Meadville. Yeah, that was a wide open play. Tomas Glover had us beat from the get-go, and our safety just wasn't there.
Well, and this is, I'm sure, something they saw on film.
Yeah.
This is preparation, and right now it's Meadville executing. So they've come out with a perfect minute and a second. 61 seconds is all it's taken them to do this. And their special teams has made 2 huge plays, and the offense has run 3 plays.
Well, and that's what we've talked before, Dave. There's 3 phases of football: offense, defense, and special teams. And in this case, special teams are setting everything up right now for Meadville. For a team that doesn't pass much, that was a nice ball by Burchard.
That was a very nice ball. And, you got that speed out there. Take advantage of it. And if you need as a corner for coverage, if you've got to give some space, your big thing is you just want to keep them in front of you. You want to keep the ball in front and, come up on a completion and make a play and live to fight another day instead of giving up the deep ball.
Well, we'll see what Meadville does this time in the kickoff. Last time they hit one of the up linemen of Titusville. They recovered at midfield, one play touchdown, 50-yard TD pass. We set to go. And this time the ball is kicked deep. It's going to come down and be picked up by Sofer. He's going to fumble it around, now picks it up at the 15, cuts back, comes across the 20, the 22, and brought down at about the 23-yard line. Good stick out there by, looks like Simmons on a good tackle.
Yeah, good coverage by the Bulldogs. And one of the philosophies for a lot of people on special teams is speed kills, because you can get down there, you can avoid the blocks, and the first guy can come down and really disrupt things. Even if he doesn't make the tackle, everyone else coming in to help clean it up. And that returner can no longer head north-south like he might want to, and Meadville did a nice job there on coverage.
Titusville comes out with double tight ends, wide outs on both sides. That'll bring Titus over to the right wing. Fumble on the snap, and everybody's on the ball. I believe Knapp got it. Knapp pulled out just a little bit quick, it appeared from up here, but able to pounce on the ball.
Yeah, offensive line here, or starting offense, I should say, for the Rockets on your screen. And offensive line there has a big task in front of them. They really need to set a tone here on this drive and take us down the field and give us a chance to get back into this ballgame.
Titus will send signals out to the left and right. Johnson off to the left. Colville down to the right. In motion goes Elon. Ball's handed off into the backfield, and he is stuck and dropped very quickly. That was Seth Brooks as the running back, but sneaking through there in a hurry was Bazell.
Yeah, Meadville starting defense here. You see Griffin Bazell there, who just made a nice play coming from his inside linebacker position, making a read on that stretch play, which Titusville ran a lot last week against Franklin. And he had no trouble reading that, shooting the gap, and a very nice form tackle put Titusville in where we don't want to be, which is third and very long.
Third and 16 for the Rockets. 9:35 left to go first quarter, down 14-0 already. Double Ys each side. Tight ends are in. Wants to throw. Elon was there. Now he's going to throw off the Y side. It's complete out to about the 15, but won't be anywhere near enough. He gets it back just about to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, lose some yards on that one.
Yeah. Pass was complete to Hunter Titus, but that'll bring up a fourth down punt for Titusville. 4th and 15, give him a yard on that pass play. I thought Elon going across the middle at the left side was going to be there.
Yeah, he is going across behind the linebackers, but I think we're a little antsy with our footwork, feeling the pressure coming here.
So Titusville and punt. They'll kick from their own 5-yard line. Simmons standing back at midfield. Blocked. Punt is blocked. It hits it to 20, and it's going to roll dead. Get on it.
Don't let it go.
So Meadville, short field. Wow. Things not going well at all to begin here with Titusville.
No, this third series starting in the red zone already. Their average starting field position now is going to be, I believe, technically would be around the 30-yard line. Their worst position so far is at the 50.
And that took one play.
Yes, they're about to run their fourth play of offense here, just not even 4 minutes into the game, and with a 2-touchdown lead.
2 in the backfield as they look strong side right. Man in the wing right. Burchard under center. Gives it off to Simmons. Cuts back to the right side. He's gone. Just a cut back, and he walks it into the end zone. Wow. 4 plays, 3 touchdowns. A little bit quiet over there, I bet you, Bill.
Oh, it's really quiet over here.
Yeah, unexpected. We're at 8:30 in the first quarter. It's 20-0 already. Whoa. Take nothing away from Meadville, but Titusville just didn't show up yet.
Yeah, the Oil Creek Plastics replay here. That's twice that they've cut that ball to the right with nobody in the neighborhood. And just too many white jerseys being spectators right now.
Kick is up and good by Burchard. It's 21-0. Meadville on top at 8:31 left to go in the first quarter.
You know, it may not be a terrible idea if you can't right here have enough time, but to use a timeout to pull the whole team together. And this is one of those moments, in my opinion, it's a rip-roaring time. You let every one of these players hear what you're thinking. And you kind of, because there's no life. They're absolutely right now just You look on the sidelines, there's no life. You need to try to do something to spark them. This is a gut check. This is a pride thing right now.
Yeah, it's time to speak some syllables. So, well, we'll see.
But here's the good thing as a coach, with COVID, there's no fans behind me, so, I'm not being heard.
I can hear him.
I'll bet you can. You're right behind the bench. You might want to move.
I think I'd have an assistant go over to you, Bill, and just say, could you please turn that mic off for a few moments?
There's not too much being said.
Oh, my.
Yeah, this is not something that this would be. I'm not worried about your feelings right now, boys. I'm more worried about you standing up here as young men. This is a teachable moment, quite honestly. And you got a long way to go. Forget about the score right now. Let's just focus up and let's go do something here. You wear that name on your jersey with some pride, and let's go.
8:31 left in the first quarter, 21-0. Kick's going to go deep to the right side. Brock is going to take it at the 20, out across the 25, spins to the left side, and he's going to be hit. No, and stopped. Yeah, it's gang tackled out there at about the 26-yard line. Brock Koval with the return for Titusville.
Hey, good job breaking the first tackle. Just nowhere else for him to go.
Yeah, Brock's a young man that's going to be fun to watch. He's a sophomore. It's going to be fun to watch him the next couple of years. He's got a football body as he gets in the weight room and so on in the next couple of years. And he's going to be a good athlete to watch. First and 10, Titusville. They're at their own 28-yard line. First series didn't go well. We'll see what happens. Singles both sides. Titusville will keep double tight end. Knapp under center. Straight ahead, and that'll be Baker driving hard. Nice job. Gets hit, picks up about 3, but a good hard run by Baker. That's the way he was at the end of this game at Franklin. Remember, he fumbled a few times there to start the game at Franklin, Dave, and then he came back in the second half and acted like he was a man with a little passion.
Yeah, we talked about him running angry, and that's really what you want with your back, and he's coming out tonight kind of carrying that on. And so kudos to him, looking like he wants the ball.
Picked up 2. Koval will come wide to the right. Malave to the left. Going to pass. Looking downfield. Still looking. Going to be chased. Oh, he's back. Got a holding penalty.
Maybe a grounding penalty.
Might be a grounding penalty.
Although the receiver was maybe close enough in the area, according to the side judge there. But the holding, probably a holding penalty anyhow.
I wouldn't be surprised at what Meadville might decline this. Nope, we can take it back. Coach Collins says move him back. Instead of 2nd and 8, it'll be 3rd down and 13. Check the holding. 3rd down and.
See here, it's a spot foul.
Yeah, that's right.
So because of where the foul happens, they're already 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So this is really like a 13-yard penalty, I think is how it will work out in the end from the line of scrimmage.
It's going back to the 15, so the penalty is at the 25, yep.
So about a 15-yard penalty.
So it'll be 2nd down and a whole bunch. Titusville not a team that can come from behind in distance. Here's the blitz coming. Bazell charging. Passes over the right side, and he overthrows Koval down at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Meadville's just going to keep bringing pressure until you stop it, quite honestly. We may need to bring another back into the backfield or so to pick up some of this blitz, and especially even off the edge, and let the linemen can squeeze down and take care of their inside gap. But right now, there's just, they're bleeding through there so badly that we do not have time here as you're looking at 3rd and 22. I'll tell you, one thing to kind of slow them down, if you have it in your arsenal, is a nice simple screen play. A middle screen, and that can help slow down the blitzing as well.
Titusville sends doubles both sides. Out of shotgun. Knapp looking to throw. Here comes a blitz big time.
Yeah,
he's going to get hit. There's nobody there. He's hit back at the 2-yard line.
Hey, this is the thing. They're bringing that. They're bringing their front 7, front 8 or so. And if I could call the next play, we could, the next time out, it would be probably that middle screen, because that middle of the field is extremely, extremely wide open. You see this. Look at how the middle of the field is vacated. The umpire is the only one there. You do not have time to throw the ball 20 yards downfield, so that route's not going to do you any good.
And now we have to punt from our end zone. Last kick was blocked. See if Titusville can get this one away. There's a snap. The kick is away. Didn't. It's out to the 35, taken there at the 35 by Glover, coming across the 30, the 25, the 20, turns upfield, he fumbles, out of bounds. Not Glover, excuse me, that was Simmons on the return. Inside the 20 at about the 18, 19-yard lines where Meadville put it in play again. Very short field for the Bulldogs, leading 21-0.
There's a lot of little things I'm seeing that, again, are fixable. Like in this case, on this punt return, we're chasing from the middle of the field to the sideline. There's nobody out there to corral, to force him back to where anyone's coming from. So as we come down the field, we're sucking into the middle and giving them the outside. And we need to keep some, on each side, there should be a gunner or somebody coming behind to help contain that and push that back into where the flow is.
Double wing now for Meadville. Put a man in motion. Pitch back comes to Bizard. Bizard down inside the 10 to about the 9, 8-yard line. Just a strong student body left. Pull the guard and let her go. That's the way they're doing.
Yeah, right now it's just smash mouth, and quite honestly, Meadville saying we're going to beat you up.
Well, we're giving it to them in terms of a short field, although a 50-yard bomb wasn't really a short field, but we haven't been outside our own 25, 30-yard line yet tonight, and they haven't been.
Yeah, if we had a statistician on here, I think we were at about negative 30 yards offense.
Bootleg.
Again, no one on our left side.
Touchdown. Yeah, you can see that. Burchard put the ball on his hip and came to the outside, and nobody there. 27-0. We haven't ended the first quarter yet. We'll be running the clock here real quick. We just don't do that until the second half, do you? I think the mercy rule only works in the second half of play.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that in the 6-minute mark of the first quarter.
High snap, placement, kick is up, and the kick is good. 28-0 with 6:09 left to go in the first quarter. Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, a little speechless.
Yeah, you don't know really what you would say even as a coach. I'm watching Coach over there on the far side talking with his boys. He's getting a little more animated over there. But it's a very frustrating situation, and it's almost as though they came without the attitude of playing.
Yeah.
I didn't see anybody say anything to our linemen, guys.
Really? Yeah.
And that's what's hurting right now.
Well, we're losing our gaps too in the middle backers and so on. We're just not covering it at all. So Meadville will kick off once again, leading 28-0 here in the first quarter. 6:09 left to go. So far, we're standing back at the 10. He is a junior for Titusville, and Caleb will pick this kickoff probably somewhere around the 14 or 15-yard line if it goes that deep. Waiting for the ball to get teed up.
About this rate of scoring, Meadville might actually take their own fans out of the game.
Yeah, they might.
They may start feeling kind of bad, making too much noise and such.
And the kick is going to be a short kick. And it's going to be covered by Titusville at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, we got to start everything we do right now. We have to have a little bit of sense of urgency with it. And we're really, I would say, even more than a step behind what we need to do. But we've got to start playing with a little bit more urgency here. Or a lot more, I should say.
Caleb Bruntz recovered the kick for.
That's harder to do than people think, especially when you're not used to working, touching the ball.
And that's a freshman.
Yeah,
it's not something he's experienced much. So, see if Titusville can get something going. Down 28-0. Go wide to the right. Olave to the left. Going to throw. Looking downfield. Got a man over the middle. It's picked off. Meadville picks it off inside the 50 at about the 47. We're throwing it over the middle. The pass was intended for Travis Tarr. But
yeah, that's trying to hit that seam route to Tarr. And looks, I don't know if to look here on the Oil Creek Plastics replay, just overthrew it. I said this in week one, and I don't want to do anything here with Travis. I mean, he's trying, but we're not really exploding in our routes there. And I think that we say he overthrew it. Well, maybe the quarterback expected him to be at a certain point.
Ball's handed off to
and he's
Buzzle,
gone.
and he's gone. Nobody's going to get him. He's got a blocker in front. Got one man to beat, and he gets knocked out of bounds.
Good hustle. Good job by these two to not give up on the play.
Yeah, they could have quit because I thought he had blockers out in front, and he was going to make it into the end zone, but he's knocked down at about the 3-yard line. So every play right now for Meadville has been a big play.
Yeah, Meadville, we had them back on their side of the 50 for the first time tonight as far as starting field position goes, and but they're just doing whatever they want right now.
First and goal from the 2 for Meadville. They're leading 28-0 already when still in the first quarter. 2 in the backfield, wing left, pitch back.
And he's in.
Buzzle takes it in for the touchdown. Wow.
Well, nothing really we can say up here. Not at all expected.
Well, 5 touchdowns in, 7 minutes?
6.5 minutes.
Not much you can say
less
about that.
Less than 200 yards of total offense to do it.
Just one big ouch.
Yeah.
Snap, placement, kick is blocked. One good thing, we just blocked the extra point. 34-0 with 5:26 to go here in the first quarter. Well, Bill?
Yes?
Help me out.
I can't help you out. I'm just up here watching the game with everybody else.
Hey, speaking of watching the game, I want to say, Bill, there was a really great shot on Facebook last weekend of your grandson watching you from Hawaii. That was really cool to see.
Yeah, he looked around the screen and wanted to know who it was. His dad had to tell him. Well, it's really nice, though, when somebody can clear over there, my grandsons can see us on TV and see the old hometown.
Yeah,
Great.
it's good. You're going to have to just take off and go to Hawaii so you can see in person.
Well, no, thank you.
If you go, I'll carry your luggage.
It's too, those 14-day quarantines both ways really hurt.
Well, that's true. Yeah, wait until COVID's over.
Unless you want to stay there for a while.
Yeah.
No, I'll wait till Jeremy comes home next year.
Well, Titusville now will get an opportunity once again to field the ball at 34-0. The only break that they've had is the missed extra point, getting through to touch the ball, and but unable to do anything offensively.
It's really, really quiet.
Yeah, I would think so. I expected a tough game over here. I did not expect this, quite frankly, folks. All set to go. We have a single back at the 10-yard line. Sofer. Kick is going to go deep, and it's going to go to Koval. Brock takes that across the 25, cuts it back across the 30, and that's where he's going to be hit and stopped at about the 34-yard line. And Titusville will put it in play first down and 10. They'll spot it somewhere around the 34-yard line. Well, you got to start out now, David, if you can do it. You got to just forget about what's happened and try to get yourself some type of a little offensive series going to get some confidence.
Let's get back and let's do some basic things. There's some things that that we can find that we can do well, and gain some confidence and put the guys in a position to have some success here, and just change the course of the next 3 quarters. Build on something here.
Titusville puts a man in the wing, and that'll be Elon going to the left side. Singles on both sides. The ball's handed off to Baker going around the right side, and he's going to be strung out and across there. Pick up a couple yards on the play. He is running hard.
Yeah, and we saw these the stretch plays last week where getting outside was something that was positive in the run game for Titusville last week. I think we would have trouble trying to go up the middle here on Meadville. So trying to get outside and try to break a tackle or so. But if you can get 3 yards of play, you're going to get first downs.
Titus to the left. Buck Cole to the right. Under center, Knapp hands it off, and there's a blitz right through the line. Baker didn't have a chance. Colin Baker wrapped up back at the original line of scrimmage, loss of 3. They're just eating us up at the line of scrimmage right now.
Yeah, it's basic football right here. We need to,
Hey, I want to say hi to Crawford County Commissioner Eric Henry. He says, welcome to Meadville Stream TV. Bill looks so much taller on TV. Just like County Commissioner Eric Henry looks like he has more hair on TV.
Really does. And I don't.
Looking to throw. Knapp rolling to his left, pulls it down. He's going to cut across the 40.
Keep going.
42, and he slides in at about the 44-yard line. No flag will be down. Little extra hit as Knapp slid in feet first and I guess gave himself up, and that'll be a personal foul. Picked up probably enough for the first down on the run, and then the 15 yards will be added on. That'll take it inside Meadville territory. So,
okay, guys, we're moving to football.
Well, that's a good decision by Knapp.
Well, the spot of the ball there would have been a first down regardless. And now we'll take the extra 15 crossing into Titusville territory for the first time this evening. Meadville, territory. And, got a little something going here. And that's a great job of keeping his eyes downfield and scrambling for the first down and more.
First down and 10, the ball spotted at the Meadville 41. Singles on both sides for the Rockets. Tight ends in to Baker, and he drives forward, but there's nothing there. He's getting hit, and the ball's handed off.
Jacobson got blown up on that one there, and hitting the backfield for a loss of about 2. Meadville's backed off. They're not blitzing like they were in the first couple series. Linebackers are pretty much staying into coverage and doing their reads on their keys. We'll see if that continues or if they go back to blitzing, especially if they get into some passing situations. So we'll see here on 2nd and 12.
3:15 left to go in the first quarter. 34-0 Meadville. Again, Titusville now will put Titus in the slot right.
Got to jump.
Meadville did jump. A little excited. They had a blitz coming that time. And that'll cost Meadville 5. I don't think Coach Collins will like those mistakes. One of the things that happens, David, if you're up 34-0 Meadville, and I've read the playoff the other night with Luke gave it to me, but I don't recall it offhand. But if Meadville is still in terms of a typical playoff team, potential playoff team, you get up 34-0, get lackadaisical, and those habits can carry over into another ball game. So
you don't stop coaching them up here.
No, I think
not
Coach Collins is going to stay on them about these little mistakes like that. Knapp looking to throw, dropping back, rolling to his left, still rolling, going to pull it down. He's out across the 45, runs out of bounds about the 35-yard line. Checks across the 40 to the 35. Pickup of about 3 or 4 in the play. Now let's see if they're going to spot a little shorter than at the 37-yard line. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 for Titusville.
Yeah, we'll see what we dial up here. I'm sure we're in 4-down territory at this point.
2:17 left to go first quarter. Brock comes wide to the right. Koval. Knapp looking to throw. Throws up short to Koval. Pass incomplete. Tries to roll the outside at the 32, and he's hit and driven back by Glover. Forward progress will be just shy of a first down for Titusville. I think it'll be like a 4th and 1 right now.
Yeah, hard angle up here. I thought he, going by his route and such, I thought that he had accomplished the first down. You see at the bottom of our screen, really just running a hook. So when you run that hook, you want to go a couple yards past where you need to be for a first down so that when you come back to the ball, you're at that line to gain. So we must have been just short.
Burley to the right. Johnson to the left. Given straight ahead. And we got enough for the first down, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit quick here. Looked like we had enough.
Miss it by about a half a yard.
That was Elon running the ball straight ahead. Nope, first down.
Hold on, they're going to measure. They're going to measure because I think Bill might be right on this.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm standing right here.
He's got a good view.
You hear the way David said that. Like he should say afterwards, for once.
Yeah. Yeah, Bill does have a good view right there. He's all by himself over there in the stands, almost. Got that cameraman right there with him.
We'll see how the eyes are.
Well, my eyes are quite good, but I have a bad angle, and that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah,
and it's going to be short. By a good
by
yard.
Plenty.
Yeah. Short by a foot. Good eyes, Bill. Unfortunately.
Yeah, thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, exactly. So Meadville will take over on downs as Titusville comes up about a foot short, but a little bit of encouragement for the drive.
There's a little bit something to pat them on the back, applaud them, work them, build them up as they come off the field. There, we got something going. And now we got to get a stop defensively, get this ball back.
Yeah, that would be the big thing if we can get a stop here.
Now they remeasured.
Didn't come up any different, did it?
No, we're almost a yard short now.
So it'll be first down and 10 for Meadville. The ball will be at the Meadville 32-yard line. Meadville leading 34-0 with 1:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Bender Field in Meadville, Pennsylvania. Glad you're all with us. If you're a Titusville fan, you might not be quite so happy about it. Wing right for Meadville, back split. Pritchard under quarterback. Pitch back to Simmons. Simmons trying to get to the outside. They got a little bit of a containment and a good job over on the far side there. And I didn't catch the number. What number is that, Bill?
87.
87 for Titusville on the tackle. Of course, that would be Hunter Titus. Did a good job staying home.
Good job getting out.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. I think his helmet came off, so he's got to sit a play.
Yeah. Pickup of about 6 on the play, but that time we stayed home. Got the angle. Second down and 4. Clock stopped at 1:22 as the ball carry went out of bounds. Meadville, again, will go wing left. Strong side right for Meadville. Back split.
Caught us.
Caught us to the right side. Here comes Buzzle. Tackle was high. Broke the tackle, and that time he's stuck. But he's out across the 45 to about the 42 of Titusville.
Whether on purpose or not, Meadville did an excellent job there snapping the ball before our tackles were not set. They were trying to shift and flip-flop. Our left and right, our D tackles, he still took it outside, but there was a hole up the middle there. Good pursuit. We're getting more pursuit here from the Rockets.
Good job out there by Caleb Grunts.
And Braden Johnson trying to set that edge, trying to take on that blocker too, and force that play back in. So good effort on his part.
Double wing, Glover in motion. Pitch back to Glover to the right side.
Hey, we're out there.
Got him on.
There you go.
Nosko,
nice
good job.
Much better effort.
Yep. Nosko
That's good.
Stays home and pick up about 2 on the play.
Yeah, that's an important point there. If the ball's running away from you as a DN and as a backer on that side, you have a lot of people, cut back quarterback. You got to stay home. He saw nothing out there to his right. He wanted to cut it back, and there was 3 Rockets sitting there waiting for him. So an excellent job all the way around there. Defense showing a little bit of life.
18 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Clock running. Second down and 8 Meadville. Probably will get this play off. Longstreth goes wide right.
There you go.
Straight up the middle. Nice job. Nothing there.
Quarter's going to end a lot better than the way it started. That's a good change.
Into the first quarter, it is 34-0. Meadville over the Titusville Rockets, but Titusville making a little bit of a showing right now. We'll be right back.
When it comes to your rehabilitation needs, you have a say in the kind of care you want to receive. At Anderson Physical Therapy, we are committed to your long-term health and well-being. We don't treat you like a patient, we treat you like a person, discussing your injury or condition and working with you on a game plan to get you back to better health. So stay on top of your game with a friendly and knowledgeable therapist at Anderson Physical Therapy.
Your Armstrong services are more important than ever. There are more and more connected devices in the home these days. To get the most out of your experience, you need a network that is always getting better. You deserve superior performance, and that's what Armstrong offers every day. Whether you're working from home, enjoying your favorite content together, or simply catching up while apart, count on Armstrong to keep you connected to what matters most.
And welcome back to Bender Field here in Meadville. It is 34-0 Meadville after 1 quarter of play. Let's take that one and throw it away. and call this an even game and see what we can do here in the next 3 quarters of play. 3rd down and 11 for Meadville at the Titusville 42-yard line. Bizzell and Simmons, Glover had a very good first quarter, as did Burchard with a 50-yard TD pass. Burchard out of his hands the ball off. Come across the right side.
Phil. There you go. That's
and
better.
Titus makes the tackle for Titusville. Simmons gets up holding his arm a little bit.
We're starting to see a little bit of life here out of the Rocket defense, and if we can get a stop here on 4th down, get the ball back, get a turnover on downs. We had a drive going the last time we touched the ball. Defense, if we can get a stop here, forget about the first quarter. Let's go win the next 3.
Yep, win the next 3 quarters. Double wing now for Meadville. Simmons and tailback. Put a man in motion.
He's going to throw it.
Going to throw.
He's nobody to help.
Nobody there again. 30, 25, 20. Birch is going to take it to the 5-yard line. Knocked out of bounds there. Nobody on the far side, and about a 35-yard gain for Meadville. They take it down to about the Titusville 5-yard line.
Hunter Titus, nice job here. The effort to deny him the touchdown. But you see, once he bootlegs, we're just sucked over on that half side of the field. And Titus has a long way to go to get him, but he does a great job. Thank you to Oil Creek Plastics for the replay.
Could have very easily given up on that. 1st and goal from the 5. That's the 2nd time they've caught us in that bootleg. Burchard under center, double wing, man in motion right. And Simmons right up the middle, and he'll take her in for the touchdown. Big hole.
Big hole right there. And again, some problems we had in week 1 against Meadville was stopping this outside run game. And bootlegs are tough, but that's what you get your DN, your outside backers over there, or corner that should be staying home to assist with that. At the very least, force them back to the flow that should be coming from the middle of the field.
There's a snap. The extra point attempt is up, and it looks good. 41-0 Meadville on top of Titusville here in the 2nd quarter. 10:48 to go in the half. Now, according to my program, David, you're looking sure 55 for Titusville is Caleb Brunst. He was the one who kind of got sucked in on that play, but a freshman.
Yeah.
So it's a learning situation. When you're in 9th grade out there playing against some of these kids like this.
Yeah,
I'm not making excuses.
But I honestly, as a coach and such, I'm going to talk to the young man and say, okay, here's what you need. He's a freshman. There is a definite learning curve, if you will, when you're being asked to go out there and play at this level, especially as a freshman. And so, we take that into account.
I don't know whether he started a defensive end or not. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't recall myself either. But, those are things that, with him, you're going to coach him up and you're going to help him learn. And quite honestly, we'll see if he lets that happen again. That might have been enough right there that one time that he remembers this. He remembers the formations and how they may have set that up.
So Titusville now to set up to receive. Meadville's kicking off from the right hash mark, which are obviously their prerogative. Didn't know I knew the big words, did you, Luke?
I'm writing it down.
Prerogative. Yes, write it down. Date and everything.
Yep.
So. I can't remember Bizzell, but I can remember prerogative. Yeah, well, 106 years old, I make excuses. So Meadville all set to kick off. Titusville standing back at about the 15-yard line. And the kick is going to be taken at the 25, out across the 30. Comes to the outside, across the 40, and be brought down about the 45-yard line. And that will be Ashton Burley on the return for the Rockets. And Titusville will put it in play on their own 35, 36-yard line.
Yeah, not a bad job there. We got a 20, 21-yard return. Decent field position to start and see if we can finish this drive with some points. They had a good drive going and failed on 4th and short, and doing a better job putting themselves in position to have some success here. So be nice also to take some time off the clock with this drive too.
Well, one way to keep them from scoring is don't let them have the ball. So one way to do that, of course, is, like you said, run some time off. 41-0, 10:39 left to go first half. Singles both sides for Titusville, both ends in tight, 2 tight ends. Pitch back.
Cut back.
To Brooks. He cuts back and hit it to 35. Probably no gain on the play. Seth Brooks, the ball carrier.
Yeah, nowhere for him to go outside. Cuts it back up, and the positive with this is there's no yards lost, so got back to the original line of scrimmage for 2nd and 10.
The ball is at the Titusville 36-yard line, 2nd down and 10. See what the coaches call here for Titusville. Abrigo comes wide to the left for Titusville. Looks like Brock Cole wide to the right. I put Titus in motion right. Stretch play. And the ball was handed off to Brooks, and Seth has nothing on the right side. Meadville closes down very quickly on it. In fact, a loss of about 3.
And we got a Rocket timeout here as we think about what we're going to do here on 3rd and long.
Bring up a 3rd down and about 12 or 13 with 9:41 to go. Yeah, you got to keep looking at things here that you can build on until you get home and start looking at some films. You can only chew kids out so many times before they.
You can do that there in the first quarter when things were going south very, very quickly, and that's pretty much it. You know, for the day as far as that goes. Now you got to try building them back up again. But they got to execute. I mean, you just got to kind of keep saying to them, and it's going to get repetitive, and they might get tired of hearing it. But you got to execute. We got to figure this out. And I'm hoping, and I don't know, I have not heard this one way or the other, but you expect that your linemen talking to each other and trying to fix things while on the field still, and figure it out as well, because they got the best view. So hopefully they're trying to work together here and make some corrections and see what Meadville's doing, and know, at the very least when you get up there, you start calling the guy out that you're going to block. It doesn't matter if he knows him. Call him out and go get him.
Malave goes wide to the right, 2 to the left for Titusville.
Here comes the blitz.
Pass over the middle. Pass is complete. Out across the 45 and short of the first down. Thought he was going to get it.
Yeah, that was a nice.
Complete to Malave.
Well, we took the slot or the end there. We ran a seam with him, and then we came underneath it here.
And Titusville was going to go here, 4th down and 2.
Yeah, he had Titus, too. I think that's Titus there that was in the slot. It was open as well. But good gain on 3rd and long. Let's see.
Well, see what we can do now. 4th down and 2. Clock running at 9:10 left in the first half. Antonio Malave comes wide to the right. Brought Cole wide to the, checked it wide to the left. Cole wide to the right. Slot left. Knapp looking to throw, rolling to his right, has a man open the far side, is to Koval, and he is down at the 46-yard line, but it's enough for the first down, Meadville 46-yard line.
Yeah, nice game by the Rockets on 4th down. And I got to tell you, between the 2 games so far, I think that's our first 4th down conversion, and we went for it quite a bit in the first game at home against the Bulldogs here, but that's a nice route, running it hard down the field, then playing that foot and coming back, and being wide open on that 4th down.
Timing just about right on that. Titus will send 2 to the right, 1 to the left.
Well, we see a good cushion. Meadville's given our wideouts a good 8 yards.
Under center, Knapp hands it off the tailback, and that's Brooks, and he's going to get nothing. Boy, they're shooting those gaps very quickly on us, and I don't know, we're just losing. Zone block, Dave?
Well, honestly, I'm having trouble finding out.
What we're doing.
They're coming in there so quickly.
Yeah.
I do think that that's their blocking scheme.
They're beating us off the snap.
But they're firing off the ball. And I remember week 1 how well these D tackles especially shot their hands on our linemen to get control. And tonight they were firing right off that ball.
Abrigo to the wide left. Knapp looking to throw. Looking over the middle. He's got a man over the middle. And headed for Titus. Yeah, it was incomplete.
Tried to force that one in there. And we do have, again, that underneath route that we completed on 3rd and long prior to Malave is continuing to be open, and we can probably guarantee, figure if we complete it, we got a good 6 yards at least each time that happens. So they're giving us that underneath route.
7:50 to go in the half. 3rd down and 12 at the Meadville 48-yard line. Last 2 series, Titusville has been able to move the ball a ways. Burley come wide to the left. We have 2 to the right with Barcola in the slot right. Knapp looking to throw. Still looking. Looks to his right. He's got a man kind of deep. He's going to roll to his left now, being pressured. Titus trying to get open. Knapp going to pull it down. He's going to run. Yep. He's crossed the 50, the 45, and out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. So it'll bring up a 4th down and long for Titusville.
Yeah, a lot of pressure brought in by the Bulldogs. He ran probably 50 yards there to gain just a few, but able to get something positive out of it. And it's 4th and pretty manageable here, 4th and 7 or so.
Ball's at the 43-yard line of Meadville. Again, Titus will send 2 right and single to the left. Knapp now will work out of the shotgun. Looking to throw. Still looking downfield.
Got him in.
Going to roll to his right. Missed him.
Run it.
He's going to pull it down now and try to get upfield, and he's going to be hit and stuck on the far side of the field. Defensive back come up quickly.
Yeah, that's a good defensive play because he's got his back covered one-on-one there. And I think in this situation, when it's 4th and long, if the quarterback scrambles towards me as the wide receiver, I'm 10 to 15 yards downfield, I pretty much just need to take off. And there's nothing wrong here with him trying to heave that deep. And, again, if it gets picked off, it's better than a punt as far as that goes. If it doesn't get picked off, it falls incomplete. You don't lose yardage. It's there. He only lost a couple anyhow. Or maybe you get the completion as well. So receiver needs to kind of just take off and vacate that area, and we take a shot.
Meadville takes over and downs. 1st down and 10 at their own 45. 7:25 left to go in the half. To the tailback, out across the 45, the 50. It's Glover. Breaks a tackle, cuts it back up the middle, and is hit by Jacobson. Not brought down, though, and now Jacobson back up, and they get him again, but not until he gets across the 45 to about the 44 of Titusville. And looks like a leg cramp. A lot of twisting and turning out there for Tomas Glover.
Yeah, Menemeyer does a nice job here of forcing that back inside. He went down. I'm not sure what happened there. He gets up, tries to get back into the play here. We need to do a better job as tackling. We need to finish that play when we get the chance, and not give them, because they're not going to go down. They want the big runs every time they touch the ball, which you'd expect from anybody. So
sounds like a boater to me. Give me the ball. I want
Give me the ball.
I'm going home.
Yeah, take my ball and go home. 41-0. I'm going to take my ball and go home. It's 7:13 left to go in the half. Meadville will have the ball at the 1st down 10 at the Titusville 44.
Yeah, I'm wondering if being so warm here in this part of the season and everything, if cramps were going to be an issue. And already here in the first half, we see our first one. Interested to see how that's a tough thing too with coaching, is to get the kids to hydrate properly all week, because you don't see them, and even the parents, you don't know for sure what you can't sit there and monitor them 24/7 or anything, and it's a lot of responsibility on the kids to hydrate themselves and take care of their bodies.
I want to say hi to everybody watching tonight. If you're on Facebook, leave a comment. Let us know where you're watching from or what you're up to. If you're on YouTube, you're not going to be able to do that. If you're watching on Armstrong, I want to thank Kevin Tomany and everybody at Armstrong for putting the game on once again this week. Greatly appreciate it, and parents and grandparents love being able to watch it.
Ball's handed off to Simmons, breaks the tackles, and Simmons is at the 30, 25, 20. He's not going to get touched.
No, good job. He putting the shoulders down and winning that battle. That's a case of not wrapping. We dropped our heads as we came up. We made contact, but we didn't wrap and drive, if you will. And he does a really nice job of getting his shoulders square and lowering them and really lowering the boom that time. And then once he's through this hole here on the side, I mean, obviously no one's going to catch him.
Simmons comes in on the program at 190 pounds, so he's a strong runner as well as fairly quick. Extra point attempt, 47-0. Snap placement. The kick is up, and the kick looks good. 48-0 at 6:46 left to go in the first half.
Long drive.
Well, we'll see how much time we can take off the clock here and see if we can get something started, or finished, I should say. We've gotten some things started the last couple drives. We're building, and looking for the positive. Let's punch it in.
Hey, Andy Osborne says hi, Jim and David. Thanks for the broadcast. Great job to you guys. Chip Osborne also watching, but he's
You can don't worry about his comments.
Yeah, we're not going to worry about
Let's not worry
it.
about that.
He's probably calling
We're
Steve a
deleting
little
him
bit.
right now.
He and Steve are probably talking.
I don't think Chip was allowed to talk to the family.
Yeah, we claim Andy. We're a little bit shy with Chip, but
yeah.
Of course, Chip kind of ignores us down in town too. Like I don't know
Actually,
who they
that's
are.
the real story.
Yeah,
there.
I think so.
At least you got somebody to blame.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, yeah, and Bill's still down on the field too. Hi, Bill.
Oh, we're here. Hey, it's
quiet over there, isn't it?
Oh, it's really quiet. It's even, what's special, it's quiet on the Meadville side.
Well, I think even Meadville didn't expect it to go quite this way. I think they certainly expected to beat Titusville, but I'm not sure they expected a 48-0 with 6.5 to go yet in the first half.
Meadville coming off that tough game last week against Oil City.
Yeah. How bad or how good is Oil City?
Well, yeah, they're going to be.
Holy
they're
cow.
scary good.
Yeah, Oil City, we're going to need to keep our eye on beyond playing them and preparing for that as well and see what kind of a run they may be able to get on as well.
And we get them when?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Russell had 240 yards or something like that against this defense of Meadville's. Kickoff is taken down at the 17, out across the 20, 25 to 30, breaks to the outside, 35-40, good drive for 45, hang on to the ball.
Nice.
Yeah,
Great job.
I believe that's Baker out across the 40. Let me see when they get up here.
Yeah, nice strong burst up the gap there, right up the gut.
18.
And
that was
on this return, giving us our best field position of the night to start with.
Nate Stearns on the return.
Stearns, this is nice. I like this energy here. And he sees the hole. He planted that foot, and he's going. And nice job giving his team a lift.
First down and 10, Titusville at their own 43-yard line, 6:35 to go in the half.
Saying hi to Dan Hasbrook tonight. He said hi last week, too, and sort of ignored him. But hi, Dan. How are you guys watching tonight?
Knapp under shotgun. Going to go to the outside. Pass is complete, but covered immediately at the 47-yard line. But
another hitch. The hitch routes are open.
Pretty good ball for Knapp. Yeah. That's a long throw across there.
I really think, and he's hit the multiple receivers on this hitch route, and the timing on that route seems to be, maybe our best route as far as that goes. And if Meadville's going to give you the cushion off the line of scrimmage, then you can take that one.
Abrio comes to the right. Cole into the slot. Checked it to the left. Cole in the slot left. Single to the right for Titusville. High snap. Knapp controls. Looking at the swing pass. And he overthrows his receiver. Trying to get it to Baker.
I'm wondering there. We got two kind of in the same vicinity.
Almost three.
Yeah, down here near us. And Meadville looks to be in a cover 3 zone here where they got 3 deep. You'll see about 15 yards off the ball, which is leaving our flats right here. And I think he's trying to go wide with that, just underthrown. Is wide open with that corner playing back so far, and the outside backer here, Simmons, is playing so far in. Down here around the numbers is going to be open.
Third down 7 at the Titusville 46-yard line. Aston comes wide left. We send doubles to the right side. I believe this time Cole lines up at the wide out. Knapp looking to throw. Got a seam route. Got a middle. The middle is complete. Nice pass. Good ball.
Nice job.
Side to 35 to about the 32-yard line. Pass is complete.
87, Titus.
87. That's Hunter Titus here with a nice play. Nice good ball to fit it right in there. And a nice job taking the hit, absorbing the hit, and hold on to the ball for a nice big game. Biggest gain of the night here for the Rockets. We had a little stop and go going down here, too, that Meadville didn't bite on. We'll see if we try that again in the future.
First down and 10, Titusville. Burley to the right. Doubles left for Titusville. Out of shotgun. Knapp looking to throw. Still looking. Going to go over the middle again. Throws it low. Incomplete.
Yeah.
This is the best I think I've seen Knapp throw the ball.
Well, right now he's starting to step into his throws better, and we've seen that from time to time in the first 2 weeks. It hasn't been consistent enough. But when he wants to, he'll dart that ball.
Yeah. Yeah, he can square it up and throws. He can. He's throwing the ball pretty well tonight. Second down and 10, Titusville. They're at the Meadville 34-yard line. Malavi comes wide left. Cole in his slot left. Oh, they check him right off the line. Man over the middle. Oh, he quit running. Well, he's going to Elon.
think he found a hole in his own and kind of sat down. Yeah, he sat and where he thought, and a little miscommunication. The passing game, people take this and think this is kind of simple. It's just like pitch and catch, but you got to have a good snap. You got to have protection. You got to be able to make the reads as a quarterback, and your receivers need to run the routes properly. As far as then you got to throw a good ball and make the catch, under duress and everything. There's a lot that goes into trying to complete a pass, and it can be a struggle. That's why a lot of teams are willing to let you kind of dink and dunk all the way down the field and see if you can do it consistently.
Titusville takes a timeout with 5:19 to go here in the first half, down 48-0. But moving the ball, the best drive they've had tonight. They have a 3rd down and 10 at the 34-yard line of Meadville. So,
yeah, this will leave us with one timeout here in the half. Time is not a problem right now, obviously, for this drive. But if we can get ourselves into 4th and short here, see if we can keep this drive alive.
What are you going to call, Bill? You're listening in over there.
I couldn't hear. Oh. You got a bunch of plays to choose from.
Yeah, they had the
Something's
playbook out.
going to click for about 10 yards.
Yeah, we'll see what they call. They have a doubles to the right, single left. Knapp will come out of the shotgun. Good snap. Looking to throw. He's got Baker out of the up. Oh, he didn't turn around in time. Colin Baker at about the 28-yard line. The ball got there just a little bit before he turned around to see it.
Yeah, that was a good decision by Knapp there. Everyone's going to vacate on the 2 routes, and it just leaves that wide open. You threw it behind him a little bit, but it didn't get his head turned around quick enough to see that ball coming, and that would have probably been enough for a 1st down and more.
Certainly been close. Now it's 4th down and 10.
Also notice we left Titus in the block that time as a tight end on the left side to give ourselves a little bit more protection.
So 4th down and 10 Titusville with 5:13 to go. We'll have doubles right, single left. Pitch back.
It's going to throw it.
Halfback option. Oh,
and interference.
Oh, there got to be a hold there? No. Oh, I thought there would be. Halfback option pass as they were trying to catch Meadville off guard with Malave, but I thought the ball was in the air and he got kind of held up there.
Yeah, nothing caught on the contact. I don't know.
Well, it wasn't over there where Bill could see it, so we can't get into an argument with the officials because we're up here high and.
Well, I don't know if they feel if they could from their angle if it's an uncatchable if the ball's not even anywhere near.
Well, you don't know that because he was held.
Well,
I was watching Colville over the middle, and looked like he was wide open too.
Well, I think it was a design-specific situation there.
That's a new wrinkle there for the offense.
5:06 to go in a half. 1st down and 10. Man in motion. Ball's given off the tailback, coming straight up the middle. Titusville closes it down. Pick up about 3 on the play.
Yeah, defense is stiffening up a little bit here. As we're replacing, making a substitution here for D tackle there. But, it's a real goal right here. It's very simple. Let's not give up any more points in a half.
Meadville with a 2nd down and 6. To the tailback, breaks to the outside, and he's going to be covered and brought down. Nice job out there. That would be Buzzell. Pick up of a couple on the play, bring up a 3rd down. Didn't see who made that tackle.
45.
45. Okay, thank you. Sebastian Titus. So 3rd down and 4. 4 minutes left here in the halftime. 48-0. Meadville. Meadville will send one wide. Longstreth to the right.
Yep.
Off to the tailback, coming across the right side, and Titusville comes up and stops Glover. Pick up about 2 on the play.
Just short, about a yard short.
Looks like Jacobson also in on the tackle for Titusville. So to bring up a 4th down and 1. See what Coach Collins wants to do here with a 4th and 1. My guess, running the ball like they are, they would possibly go for it. They're at their own 43-yard line. So you can look at the last couple, 3 series, Dave, and you can pick out some good things Titusville's done after getting down so many. Stack the line. Nice play.
Job.
Oh, nice job.
Finish.
Oh, wrap
Gotta
up
finish.
and get him.
There we got.
No, we don't. We missed him again. Coming across the 30.
Jacobs got him.
And Jacobson finally brings him down.
Great job, guys. That's a good play call. Good blitz up the middle.
Thought we had him there with Sebastian Titus, but he got away from him.
Well, loss of 10 on the play, and this will be now our best field position of the night, and out around the 33-yard line.
Good job defense. Good call by the coaches.
But you're right. There are some positives to talk about now at halftime. I don't think it's going to do you any good to talk about any of the real negatives at this point.
Not here.
That's something that, film you'll see and you'll discuss and everything. And honestly, I think that halftime, your challenge right now is to go out and win the second half. And that's the focus. That's the game now. The first half isn't the game. The second half is the real game now, to try to win the second half. And you got to try to build the program up. You got to try to start there.
Abrio comes to the left. Cole in the slot left. Olave to the right. Knapp to throw.
There's all that space over there.
Pass is complete out across the 5 to 10, inside the 10 to about the 8.
That's
again, it's like ball game.
Yeah, he comes in on that in route, and they're not coming up on him until well after the ball has left the quarterback's hand, and with his speed there, he shows he can break it. Almost takes it to the house that time.
Titusville now with a first down and goal from the 8-yard line. See if they can get it in here.
And don't think that Meadville doesn't want to keep a shutout.
Titus to the left, doubles to the right for Titusville. We have a single back. Looks like Brooks. Knapp keeps it, rolling to his right, and he's going to get caught and brought down. Blitzing up in there was Meadville's middle backer, I believe.
Yeah, I remember week 1 asking if we had read option. We were doing that a lot where we rode the back, but we still gave him the ball. This time we actually kept it. Meadville did a nice job being disciplined and staying home.
A loss of about 5 on the play. Second down and goal from the 13 for the Rockets. Now the Meadville fans are waking up here. They don't want Titusville in the end zone, naturally enough. Doubles left, single right for Titusville. 1:48 left to go in the half. Knapp looking to throw, looking over the middle, rolling to his right. Still looking, throws up into the end zone. Picked off at the 5, out across the 10, the 15, the 20, and going to be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Yeah, you can see that happening, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's a throwaway ball right there.
Yeah.
And again, can't fault trying to make something happen, but the receivers and quarterback, they're each thinking something different on this particular play here. Rolls out. He's got a good pocket. He doesn't really need to roll at that time, but you see can't tell exactly who the receiver is. He breaks in.
It's looking for Titus, I believe.
And he throws it. Titus wasn't even prepared yet for that one. That's a ball you got to throw away.
Jack Elon, maybe.
Elon might have been,
it was Elon.
Elon there. So you got to throw that one away and
look for another day.
Yeah, move on to the next play and see what you can get.
The turnover takes Titusville away from the end zone and brings up a first down and 10 for Meadville, and they'll have it out at their own 21-yard line. Burkhardt under center, man in motion, pitch back to the motion man coming across the left side. Cuts it upfield. This will be Glover out across the 25, the 30, and he's going to be brought down at about the 35-yard line. I was waiting for a flag on a horse collar.
Yeah, again, we're inside coming out instead of outside working in. As far as our containment goes, it would really make our tackling easier and getting help and stuff if we would make that switch.
First down for Meadville. They have it out to their own 35. Just simple fundamental things that affect you so much.
Yeah, we're out of position quite a bit, and again, fixable. Things we need to fix.
Straight ahead.
Up the middle. Ooh.
Simmons
Get him.
picks a tackle across the 50, 45. I don't believe they're going to get him. 30, 25, 20, and nobody's going to touch him. To the house goes Mr. Simmons. Right up the right side, and he takes it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, the touchdown wasn't there. The wrapping up,
had him.
You had him. You just got to finish the play. Just got to finish.
54-0. With the extra point to come. Yeah, I thought we were going to stop him there by a 3-yard gain. Mm-hmm. And Again, Simmons runs hard. 190 pounds is what he's listed in my program. He's a hard runner.
He's got a lot of yards after
decent
contact.
Speed. Yeah, he gets a lot of yards after contact. Burchard attempt the extra point. Bad snap, and they're not going to get it. So with 47 seconds left to go in a half, it's 54-0 Meadville.
So, Dave, let me ask you this as a coach. A couple weeks away from playing Oil City. Extremely tough team. Do you want to play some tough teams like this before you go to a team like Oil City?
Yeah, you don't want to play,
cupcakes
or anything like that. I mean, I'll be honest. If your first game of the year can be somewhat an easier game, build some confidence, you work off the rust and that kind of thing. If you can do that in your schedule, that's a nice thing that you can do and everything. My concern right now with the boys is going to be the mental part of it all. Oil City coming in with the earned reputation that they have as far as how good they are, and what they're going to see that on film, and they can watch every week and dissect that and see that. It's going to be a real test for the guys to come out to physically match them, but also to mentally show it. Tonight they didn't come out mentally believing is how it looks and stuff. And
so are they going to be able to look at this game tomorrow and throughout the week and go, okay, guys, look?
Yeah, I don't know how they'll handle it. Some coaches believe in burning the film tonight, literally setting it on fire so it can't be watched because they might think it does more harm than good. I still like to dissect the film to show some things to
but that's the thing you can
encourage
do. You can pick out certain plays.
Like that last play right there. Yeah. If you come up and you wrap up, you've got this play dead. It's not such a big run and that sort of thing. So it's a tough position to be in. It really isn't simple.
Meadville with a kickoff, and it will go down to the 20 and in.
Oh, it did not go out.
Pick it up at the 4-yard line, out across the 10. And the 15 to 20, close to the 20, and Titusville brought down at about the 16-yard line.
Good kick there. I thought that one, when it left his foot even, that it was either going out of bounds or heading towards the end zone, and that hits that carpet, and it can die pretty quick.
So Titusville will have a first down and 10, run the clock out with 39 seconds to go. Be interesting to see if Coach just takes the knee and gets his kids into the locker room to talk this over. At 54-0, just get in and try to get him encouraged, get him fired up. Just let's go play the second half and forget about the first. But we'll see. First down and 10, Titusville. The ball is at their own 18-yard line.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised maybe even to see a pass here.
Yeah, I wouldn't surprise me.
Try to do something, but they're going to take a knee, I believe. No, they aren't.
They're going to hand it off to Baker. He's going to drive straight ahead and out the course to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Baker set up so deep there. It looked like, from this angle at least, it looked deeper than normal. That I thought maybe he was going to take a knee, but
25 seconds left to go in the half. And that probably would have been the last play of the half.
Well, I'll tell you, we haven't had turnover issues, so Coach has a positive there that we're holding on to the ball so he can run these plays here before the half. I think if there was turnover issues like last week, you kneel that ball right there and you're getting off the field.
Out of here.
But tonight, that's been the one thing that we haven't had an issue with.
That's been defensive issues. Titusville on the snap, give the ball straight ahead, and that will be enough to end the first half as there's no game. End of the first half here at Bender Field in Meadville. 54-0. Meadville on top of the Titusville Rockets. We'll be back with halftime right after this.
Get expert home comfort and installation with Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning of Titusville. Now is a great time to schedule an appointment to have your furnace checked out before the colder days and nights ahead. It's also a great time to ask Vanderhoof about the Remy Halo, a patent-pending device designed to neutralize odors, air pollutants, smoke, mold bacteria, and viruses. Visit Vanderhoof online today to learn more or give them a call at 814-671-3226. Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning of Titusville.
Whoever said,
"It's only a dog,"
never loved a dog. Our philosophy is simple. We treat every dog as if it were our own, and believe us, we spoil our dogs. When dogs are comfortable, they're happy. The Barking Lot in Titusville is ready to make your dog happy by offering grooming services, daycare, and boarding. Call today to schedule an appointment, or better yet, stop in and discover a stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers at the Barking Lot in Titusville.
Exceptional care. That is what our team of compassionate experts at Titusville Area Hospital Orthopedics will provide. Whether you're experiencing aches and pains or have suffered from significant injury, we are here for you. Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Michael Dvorkin is highly experienced in treating all orthopedic and sports medicine conditions. No matter what the treatment may be, you can trust that we'll be here for you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you enjoy. Learn more about our exceptional orthopedic care at titusvillehospital.org.
When it comes to your rehabilitation needs, you have a say in the kind of care you want to receive. At Anderson Physical Therapy, we are committed to your long-term health and well-being. We don't treat you like a patient, we treat you like a person, discussing your injury or condition and working with you on a game plan to get you back to better health. So stay on top of your game with a friendly and knowledgeable therapist at Anderson Physical Therapy.
And welcome to the Anderson Physical Therapy, Dr. Timothy Brooks halftime show. We're here at Bender Field as the Rockets are trailing the Bulldogs 54-0 tonight. We're going to bring you the sights and sounds of the Meadville High School Marching Band tonight for our Meadville audience. So we'll send it over to the PA announcer.
And wants them to know that they are missed, and we look forward to their return. Tonight the band will be performing Toxic by Britney Spears, Uninvited by Alanis Morissette, and Radioactive by Imagine Dragons from their 2020 show, Toxic. Thank you for attending tonight's game. The 2020 Meadville High Marching Band.
Meadville Marching Band performing here at halftime. Second half action coming up as we wrap up the Anderson Physical Therapy Dr. Timothy Brooks halftime show. Second half action coming up next.
Community Connect Federal Credit Union is here for you. In a world of uncertainty, isn't it nice to know some things haven't changed? Like Community Connect's commitment to their members and community. We are here to help you save, plan, invest, grow, and sometimes move forward into new opportunities or adventures. Community Connect FCU has many options available, and becoming a member is pretty easy. Stop in, call, or visit our website at communityconnectfcu.com and click Join to get started. Community Connect Federal Credit Union, 1050 East Spring Street, Titusville.
Yeah, I'm married. Does it matter? You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning. Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis? Hey, do they ever ask you what you're wearing?
Yeah.
Red sweater, button-down shirt, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
Your Armstrong services are more important than ever. There are more and more connected devices in the home these days. To get the most out of your experience, you need a network that is always getting better. You deserve superior performance, and that's what Armstrong offers every day. Whether you're working from home, enjoying your favorite content together, or simply catching up while apart, count on Armstrong to keep you connected to what matters most.
For 48 years, Oil Creek Plastics has provided quality, service, and integrity to their customers and community. Their talented and committed employees strive to deliver to their clients the best products that are American-made. In that spirit, our high school athletes show commitment to their school and community, excelling at every event. In these times of uncertainty, community comes together. Oil Creek Plastics is proud to support the Titusville Rockets and continue traditions that are made in the USA.
And welcome back to Bender Field. Second half action, just moments away. Our coverage of Rocket football this season brought to you by Anderson Physical Therapy, by the Barking Lot, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Armstrong, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Community Connect Federal Credit Union, by Dr. Timothy Brooks, by Pennsylvania Hardwoods, by State Farm Insurance, by True Value Hardware, by Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by Larry's Auto Service, by Boonies, by the Colonial Machine Company, by Corky's Pizza and Subs, and by the Titusville Beverage. Speaking of the beverage and Corky's, we'll have the Corky's Pizza Titusville Beverage Player of the Game after tonight's ball game between the Rockets and the Bulldogs, as the Rockets trail Meadville 54-0. Guys, what are some adjustments that are going to have to be made here in the second half?
Call the Steelers and see if they have anything going on tonight. Meadville just flat out ran through us, but David and I were talking while the band was performing there, and like that last touchdown run, David, you referred to as a 3-yard run, and a couple of them have been like that, missed tackle. And you give Simmons or any of these three backs a broken tackle, and they're going to get away from you. So some of this score, a fair amount of this score, is at the fault of poor tackling.
Well, and we also we talked in the pregame about field position. They started, the first half, their first four or so touchdowns, their average started field position was, around a 30. They had very short fields to work with. Miscues on the defense as far as being out of position and not tackling, and then the offense not being able to sustain drives until later in the half really just opened the floodgates for the Bulldogs. So when we talk about some changes that we can make and some adjustments, it's really just going out and executing some of our basic stuff and building off of that. We've had stuff at the end of the first half to build off of. Hopefully they address that part really real well at halftime and encouraging the guys. And then hopefully the seniors are able to come out here and get these guys kind of fired up. It really seems still that there is no volume on the sideline. And I don't mean people getting yelled at. I mean people trying to fire each other up or just trying to get motivated and get going. And that's disappointing, a team-wide aspect, if that's the case.
Well, we'll have to see what Titusville can do. As you mentioned, it's whether or not they can get fired up. By the way, before we get on here, I want to say hello to a former colleague of mine back before you guys were out doing anything constructive, Mr. Fred Bloom.
Are we doing something constructive?
Well, I know it's an exaggeration on my part. But Fred Bloom is watching, and Fred and I started out together a few years ago. And I know Fred, so I'll say it on your behalf. Throw to the tight end.
We tried to tell him last week, didn't we, Fred?
Yeah, that's it, Bill. That's Fred's favorite play. When you're in trouble, throw to the tight end.
Bill,
By the way, guess what position Fred Bloom played? Oh, tight end. That'd be darned.
No.
Bill, you want to look right in the camera and say hi to Fred?
Hey, Fred. Tight end.
Tight something.
That's enough of that.
Well, we'll see if Titusville can make some kind of adjustments. This is a two-quarter game now. It's a 24-minute game, and with a running clock, so it'll be a fast second half. But nonetheless, let's see what you can get going here.
Yeah, and let's win the second half. There's still something to play for here, and you're still going to have a chance to play football. And I've said that, the last couple of weeks here, you've only got so many minutes, so many days to play, and let's go do the next 2 periods and have a lot of fun with it.
Let's try to get 1 touchdown and work from there. What do you think?
Be a good idea. And we do get the ball to start the second half.
We're set up for a comeback right off the bat.
Right off the get-go.
And we've had our return game is improving as well week to week.
Yeah, there's been some things to look at that you can to build on, but at the same time,
look at the other side. Look at Meadville. What sort of things are they going to have to do here in the second half?
Well, I don't know, but I was thinking
that's also a tough thing to coach.
Well, it is. It's a tough thing to coach, but in all honesty, this first half has not done them any good. I mean, they executed well, but because Titusville's not tackling well and so on, you really don't know how hard you had to play this game. So I'm not sure there's been much help to them at all preparing.
They obviously had some struggles moving the ball against Oil City last week, even though they did get a couple in the end zone. And they're playing for a lot here and what they're looking to do this season and everything. So, they'll keep their guys out there. You've got to try to manage things, and especially without getting guys hurt, you don't want to go down a man, but, playing as far as that goes. But I don't know their depth chart. I don't know what they've got, what they can do and everything, and if they've just got to kind of manage it with the guys they've had on the field. And I would expect them to be rather vanilla. I think they've been pretty vanilla the first half, especially starting with the second quarter and everything, where they've run their basic sets. They're not showing anything new. I don't know why you would. And I think that will continue.
Jim Bodemer, David Bodemer, Bill McCrillis. Got Adam Bodemer, Gavin Griffin. I'm Luke Rio. Thanks so much for joining us. Second half action now just moments away.
Meadville will kick off to Titusville. They're leading 54-0. As I mentioned, it'll be a fast clock as the mercy rule was in effect. But be that as it may, as we've been talking, Titusville needs to get something going. You talk about injuries. Glover and Simmons, Bizzell, Bircher, any of these guys get hurt. I don't know the depth chart either, but that could be very key because they're not out of playoff status. And so they lose one of these guys.
Yeah, you see guys go down all the time to non-contact injuries even, so
turf toe.
There are some concerns.
If that happens, call Dr. Brooks.
Kickoff's going to be taken by Titusville, and it's going to go into the end zone.
Another good kick.
Second time. The first time it got down in that area, it did not go into the end zone and caused us a problem. This time it goes into the end zone. Titusville will bring it out and play the 25. So we'll see what coaching staff for Titusville has said to the young men as they come out to play. And we'll watch and see what defense comes out and plays with the Bulldogs. Looks some of the first team D is out there yet. Titusville first down and 10. The ball is out at the Titusville 20. They moved it. I thought it was a 25, but it's the 20. Singles on both sides. Out of shotgun, Knapp. Gives it off the tailback, driving straight ahead. And he's out across the 20, about the 23-yard line. Good surge that time by Titusville. brings up the second down. Pickup of 2 on the play. Titusville slow coming out of the huddle. Still looking across at the bench. I'm not sure what's happening here. Guess they've called it. Now they're going to send, they're sending Whitehouse both sides. A little confusion right now. They're going to end up with a delay of game here if they don't hustle along. Titus comes to the left side now. Knapp gets the snap off. Throws over the middle. The pass is incomplete. Try to hit Brad Colville coming out of the slot position.
Yeah, we've had a lot of success in our passing game on our hitch routes and also some of these slants or these underneath routes because of the coverage with Meadville, the corner sitting off so far and a lot of cover 3. The flats have been open quite a bit and also some of that space there in the hooks area. But this will set us up now at 3rd and 8 and really like to see us convert this and keep the drive alive.
Double right, single left Titus from Knapp to throw. Knapp looking down the middle. He's got a man dropping deep, and it's going to be Colville when it's overthrows Brad Colville at about the 50-yard line, and it'll bring up a 4th down situation for Titusville.
Yeah, trying to go on 3rd and 8 there, trying to go deep across the middle, and a little bit double coverage, ball overthrown anyhow. So that would make it this probably, it looks like Titusville will punt this away and should deep in their own zone right now. Throwing it into the field.
Caleb Sofer will do the kicking for Titusville. Has had trouble getting it away. Meadville looks like they have a whole bunch of guys out there. I guess it's just 11. Good snap. Got the kick away. It's a high kick. It's going to be very short. It's going to hit at about the 40 and roll out to the 45 and get a good roll out to the 50-yard line, and that'll be put in play right about midfield. So Meadville will take over 1st down and 10 at midfield. Their first possession.
All right, the offense comes out, stumbles a little bit. Got a couple yards there on the first carry, and then a couple incompletions leaving to obviously the punt here. So now we'll see if the defense can kind of wrap up and finish and keep Meadville out of the end zone here.
Meadville 1st down and 10. A little confusion in lineup here, getting guys in and out for Meadville. 7:05 left to go as the clock runs here in the second half.
Yeah, one thing the coaches from Meadville will definitely pay attention to here is, are their fellas' heads still in the game? You start making substitutions or what you're doing and making sure guys on the sideline are paying attention.
Pitch back to Glover. 5 drives ahead, the 40, inside the 40 to the 38, and breaks a couple. He's just not going down. And finally brought down at the Titusville 37-yard line. Strong run by Mr. Glover.
Yeah, 13 yards right off the bat, carrying a few rockets with him.
I've got him at 155 pound, but he ran like a 190 pounder there. Showed pretty good strength. 1st down and 10. The ball is down to the Titusville 37. Burchard brings his team out. He's under center again. Single back. Man in motion. Ball's given off the tailback. Straight ahead. Out across the 30, 25, 20. Inside the 20 to the 15. Down around the 10-yard line. Big, strong run. That time it was Amari Lewis, the fullback for Meadville.
Really just a fullback dive here right up the middle. Pulling the guard. The kick out, but he's just cutting up inside. Basically a trap, kind of a trap play there. But that hole was there from the get-go. Big hole to run up through.
1st and goal from the 10. Meadville.
Second half kind of starting out like the first half as far as the run game for Meadville.
Ball's given off the tailback, drives straight ahead, and he'll get down close to the 5. Didn't see who the ball carrier was that time. Bring up a 2nd down and goal from the 8. Gain of 2 on the play.
Again, nothing real fancy here by the Bulldogs. This is their normal offense. Everything you've played against before, everything you've seen on film.
Now you have two back split. Simmons and
False
Lewis
start.
has a move. False start, yeah.
And that's another thing. This has been a pretty clean game.
Both teams, yeah.
Except for the late hit earlier, I think on Meadville. And now this, if I'm correct, that's the only two penalties tonight.
Well, there'd been more if Bill would throw his flag over there, but he just stands there and talks to people. Bill has no comment. We'll have to get our cameraman over there to wake him up. Second down, 15. Snap, coming across
Good
the right
wrap
side.
up.
Send a good wrap up.
Jacobson
Good job.
on the play.
Jacobson, yes.
And that's right there is a difference in success with tackling when you're not trying to go over the shoulders, and we're starting to get midsection or the legs. We do a lot of high tackling, a lot of shoulder tackling, and again,
almost from behind.
And that one is coming from behind there, and I don't know again how much physicality they do in practice, how much tackling they practice.
Colin Donovan also in with Jacobson on that play. Burchard, pitch back. Back coming out of the backfield.
Touchdown.
Is all by himself. Glover into the end zone, touchdown.
Angles are big.
We just cannot contain the outside.
No, and again, killer speed with multiple players on this Bulldog team. You have got to be disciplined against this offense. And we're struggling, especially on these sweeps like we did in week one.
Burchard will attempt the extra point.
Yep, there.
And the bad snap. Pick it up and going to run it in. Nobody there. Boy, when it rains, it pours, doesn't it? My goodness.
Well, and we've had, when they've had some trouble with these their kicking game tonight, which is one thing that they'll be working on. We've been able to snag that. We've been able to get a hold of him before he breaks it out, but we're not home that time.
2-point conversion, 62-0 Meadville, with 4 minutes left in the third. And Titusville having a great deal of difficulty just getting into this game in any way, shape, or form. Well, we'll see if Titusville now can get something started. They just can't get it going here.
It's nice to hear the band playing in the background.
Yeah, I was counting just out of curiosity. I'm always interested in how much participation a school has in these kinds of activities. There was like 55 kids out there for the Meadville band.
Yeah.
And
Titusville High School marching band performed at Carter Field tonight like they did a week ago, Jim. We were there for that, and I have a feeling we'll hear the Titusville band back at Carter Field again.
It's going to happen. Yes, sir. All part of the high school football program. Missed the fans and I missed the band. And right now I'm missing football. Titusville just having an awful time understanding this ball bouncing funny on us tonight here, folks. Meadville 62, Titusville nothing as Meadville teased it up once again. And we'll see what happens with Titusville's able to pick the ball up. And who's that Bill standing back there deep for us? Can you see a number? Guess not.
I think we lost them.
Meadville's getting their men lined up here for the kickoff. They're set to go. Kick's going to come down the right side, and it's going to be...
Oh, good. Big hop out of the goal.
Big hop into the end zone.
Yeah, that took a very unexpected hop up and over. And
that ball doesn't bounce like that round thing we used to play with, Dave. That
no
wooden court.
Well, this and
inside where it's warm. And
don't have to play the wind.
Yeah, you don't have to fight the wind.
Well, I'll tell you, for third week of the season here, late September, 3 months from Christmas, and beautiful weather.
Beautiful weather for football. We were talking coming out of the house tonight how things are so dry up our way that grasses are burning out. We could use some rain, but we're set to go. Under center, Knapp puts man in motion. Whistle, and
that might have been a jump. Yep, false start. Our first penalty of the night. I knew I shouldn't have said anything the last drive.
It's your fault.
Every time.
Backed us up 5. Take the ball back to the 15. Bring up a first down 15.
Yeah, it's one of my pet peeves of you don't like officials moving the ball just to get it on the yard line to make it easier for them.
Yeah.
I can't stand when I'm watching a football game and a guy goes to make, maybe a game-winning field goal or a big extra point, and they start, well, he hasn't missed one in 32 years and 3 days and an hour, and then he doinks it. And
doubles left for Titusville, giving off the tailback. Baker trying to get to the outside, gets a sealed block and gets it out to about the 20.
Yeah, we got a little extracurricular after the play here. I thought there was going to be a holding penalty during the play, so we'll see what they call this on Titusville. I'm pretty sure here on
Flag
Elon.
back at the 15, hold.
Yeah, Elon had a good hold here. We were running behind him, and once the back is past you, you need to let go. And he had a little bit of a takedown there, but Meadville's going to decline it.
So that'll bring up the third down situation, I believe. No, second down. We had the penalty.
Yeah, we had the penalty on. So.
Second down and 10. Luke's throwing stuff up here, folks. But he missed me. 2:40 left to go, third quarter. Titusville has the ball at their own 20-yard line. Second down and 10. Out of shotgun. Knapp looking to throw. Still looking. Now pulled it down, coming down the left side. Got a man over the middle. Throws the interception. Out to the 30, 25, the 20. Inside the 20, 15, and gang tackled at the 15-yard line. Meadville will have it first down and 10. Threw right into a crowd that time.
Well, you're rolling left as a right-handed quarterback. You're throwing it back across the middle, which it wasn't. I don't know. We'll have to look here on the Oak Creek Plastics replay to see how much behind him he was. You don't really want to throw the ball back across the middle. That wasn't too bad as far as that goes, but he didn't see the defender. And usually a rule for quarterback, if he can run, is if he sees green in front of him, just go, get the yards. From our angle, my vantage point, I wasn't sure if there was somebody spying him that he didn't feel he was going to get by, so he tried throwing it downfield, and that was an easy pick there for the Bulldogs.
Meadville now have a first down and 10 as they put some new uniforms in. We'll try to pick up some names here for you. Longstreth will be the quarterback. Backs are split. Get him off the tailback, coming across the left side. He'll go across inside to about the 15. The ball carrier is Brighton Anderson.
Well, this is going to be some really good time for the backups here for Meadville. Still in the third quarter, even though it's a running clock, they're going to get a full quarter really of play here. So it's going to be a really good, valuable experience because you never know if you're trying to make a run, when someone's going to go down and the next guy's got to step up, and if you can get him some experience along the way, that's it's very important.
Back to split once again behind Longstreth. Single wing, the right side, up to the tailback, trying to get up across the middle. Looks like it might be Reichel on the carry. The ball is will start out at the 13 at that time.
Yeah, we'll see here now. Third and long from around the 12. Third and 11 from around the 12. I'm sorry, around the 16.
Double wing now for Meadville. Send a man in motion to the tailback, and he's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. Lewis at the running back position. 25 seconds left here in the third.
Yeah, we'll see here. I wonder, again, not knowing what the coaches will decide here, if Titusville will start changing up with their lineup as well. Meadville's pretty much got a whole second team in here.
Whole second team now.
For them, and they'll let the clock wind out here the third quarter.
Third quarter comes to an end. It's 62-0 Meadville over Titusville. We'll have fourth quarter for you in just a moment. Stay with us.
Pennsylvania Hardwoods, a worldwide supplier of high-quality logs and lumber, is a proud sponsor of the Titusville Rockets. Located along Titusville Road in Pleasantville, Pennsylvania Hardwoods purchases standing timber and logs and some of the world's highest quality hardwood, which is growing right in your backyard. For a free appraisal, call Pennsylvania Hardwoods at 814-590-6730. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets from Pennsylvania Hardwoods.
Since 1965, the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has been dedicated to serving Titusville and surrounding communities. Mr. Garrett believed in tradition and commitment to excellence, standards that are still held to this day. He also believed in community and making Titusville the best place to live, work, and play. When you need us, we will be there for you, providing a dignified service at fair prices. This has been our foundation for 55 years. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, 303 North Washington Street, Titusville.
Fourth quarter action get underway. Meadville first. Check that 4th down and 16 at the Titusville 22. Going to throw. Quarterback's rolling to his left, looking deep. He's going to get caught. No, he's going to roll out to his left. Got a man deep in the end zone.
Picked off.
Picked off at the 5. Out across the 10 is Titusville. And that will be Titusville's ball, 1st down and 10.
Good pick, but man open behind him in the end zone. Quarterback just didn't get enough loft on it. Did a nice job escaping, but again, rolling to his left. Right-handed quarterback. This is a tough play. Does a good job of staying alive here.
It's Hunter Titus on the defense for Titusville, picking the ball off. Picked it off at about the 4, brings it out across to the Titusville 11. So Titusville have 1st down and 10 at their own 11-yard line. Looks like Titusville is going to be changing up some lineups. They hustle in. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I was mistaken there. We'll see when they come out of the huddle.
Well, yeah. This might be a situation they leave their first team in to get them out of that, get them out of the deep territory, quite honestly.
They have Sebastian Titus at running back. Looking to throw his snap over the middle, complete, out to the 15, across the 15 to the 20, the 30, the 35, 40. He's going to get down to the 15. Yep. 10, Titusville with their touchdown. Antonio Malave with the big score. 89 yards for Titusville.
Again, just simple hitch route that's been successful tonight. This time, though, he's able to get around the defender, and then there's nobody back there to catch him with his speed. So real big play for the Rockets here. Tonight, their biggest play of the year so far. Again, a simple 5-yard hitch. Break a tackle, get a block downfield. That's great hustle there.
That's a nice block. Who threw the block? I can't see the number. I missed the number. Malave.
I believe that's Anderson.
Okay.
Good
block
Anderson, I believe, if I get the number right.
So, the first time tonight, Titusville put some points on the board. Attempted extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Drove it through.
Clark Bromley with the extra point for Titusville. 62-7, so Titusville breaks the scoring.
Well, that's what I said I wanted to see, Jim.
Yep, start with one.
Start with one.
Get the first one. Can't get the second until you get the first one, Bill.
Well, it's just like fishing. You got to catch one before you can catch another.
Okay.
Right?
Well, certainly that's right.
Okay.
Two did come after one last I remember. Now, Common Core math, I'm not too sure that's true. But
well, it's how you get there now that's the question.
Yeah, how you get to 2.
Look at the steam. Look at the steam out of Bill's mouth. A lot of hot air there. Is it?
That comes after Fred Bloom. Fred taught me everything.
Has it cooled down quite a bit?
It's a little bit chilly, but it's not too bad.
We've been really lucky. It's been beautiful these last 3 weeks.
I got to say something before the night's out, before I forget it.
Go ahead.
I'd like to say happy birthday to my wife. Can't forget that. It's coming up real soon.
So it's not tonight?
Happy birthday, Marge.
Is it tonight?
Tonight?
No, it's not tonight.
Well, then
what are you doing?
You're not going to be here tomorrow.
We're not going to get that time back, are we? Now, happy birthday.
Do we have that instrument we play?
Still going to be a year older.
Well, that's just killed everything you just did.
I'm sorry. She'll understand.
Titusville to kick off here. Clark Bromley will do the honors for the Rockets.
Send us your birthday or anniversary requests on Facebook tonight, I guess.
There you go.
Kick is taken at the 20, out across the 25, the 30, 35, and brought down about the 37-yard line. And I didn't get the ball carrier. 27 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, good return. Out almost to the 40-yard line.
Jalen Arnold, according to my program. Meadville had a first down and 10. Oh, they spotted at the 37. I thought they were going to move it to the 40, my pet peeve thing. They did not.
Oh, they're right on the 39, though.
Yeah, 39.
Also helps the chain crew.
Waiting for Titusville to come out on defense. Meadville
Yeah,
set to go.
Meadville's
Titusville
just gonna
talking
go.
it over there. Meadville just snapped the ball. The referees put it in play.
I don't know what we're.
Titusville's going to take a timeout.
Yeah,
I think they're trying to get their defense put
Yeah.
together and a few changes for the Rockets, and they need to take a timeout and make sure they have the right numbers out there in the right positions. 8:38 to go here in the ball game. 62-7. Meadville on top. Not much to say other than it's 62-7.
Well, we'll start to look ahead to next week.
Where are we next week? Cash?
Conneaut Eagles.
Conneaut Eagles.
Yeah, we did volleyball last night, yeah.
They have a good volleyball team.
Hey, I got to say, I was watching the telecast last night. Jim looked beautiful.
Thank you.
He did,
Thank you.
he did. He was.
I took a shower before I went down. And
Oh, you mean the
Mom finally
launch
won
pad?
that battle.
The launch pad, yeah.
No,
the launch pad. Not you.
GYM.
Yeah,
GYM.
Oh,
not JIM.
Yeah, that big.
I was feeling good there for a minute, Bill.
Well, hey, your age, anything was good.
Happy birthday, Marge.
First down and 10, Meadville. Put a man in motion. Give it to the tailback coming across the left side of the wing. Oh, he's crossed the 40. Inside the 45 to about the 48-yard line. Boy, he's brought down. Tackle out there by
this is a attribute to the program. It doesn't matter who gets the ball. They're running hard, and one guy isn't going to bring them down. They're going to get what they can get, and you better show up ready to tackle because they're running.
Well, that's what we said the last week or so, that success breeds success. And they've had some good programming here the last couple of years, and it's been set the standard for these younger kids too. First down and 10 at their own 49 with the Bulldogs. Tailback going the other way. Gets a block, across 50, inside the 50, about the 45. Another good run by the...
Yeah, their contact was 4 yards behind that play, and he just continued to drive.
Almost feels like a normal football night with the band, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, we wouldn't see the crowd too much anyways just because of where we're at, but you can hear the band in the background, hear a little crowd noise.
Yeah.
Riker was the ball carrier that time for Meadville. Second down 5. Both second units in for both ball clubs right now. Again, double wing. In motion from the right side to the tailback, driving across the 40, 30 to 45 to about the 42. Hey, say a hello to a friend of ours right here in the Meadville area who was with us last year, Mike Fiorella. And don't know if he's watching on the tube right now, but headed, I guess, south of someone was saying.
Yeah.
Former member of the faculty here at Meadville High School. Again, double wing for Meadville. In motion. Wingman coming to the left side. A good block from the outside. He's got the corner. Across the 40, the 35, down into the 30. Yeah, good
nice
run.
Cutback. Good pursuit, too. Titusville coming at the proper angles, and we're starting to get more and more guys to the ball, flowing to the ball.
Landon Baker was one to the ball. I believe also Joseph Saxton. First down and 10 at the Titusville 29. 6:30 left to go in the game. Back split, pitch back to tailback, cut back, and nice job.
Yeah.
Defensively, Titusville, number 51 for Titusville.
It's a good job getting
Tanner Tarr
getting into the backfield and disrupting that, and also making the play at the same time. It's a real nice
some
job.
Rocket fans up in the balcony across the way there.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. They were here when we pulled in.
I tell you, it's hard
claiming
to,
a seat.
Die-hard, mom and dad, and they want to see their kids play. I wouldn't know what that's like. My wife, she listens and, she'll sit and not want to go out and watch the kids play. Oh, no,
You
she's
taking
not.
Bill's classes?
No.
Now I sure hope you're in trouble.
She's the one climbing the fence, sneaking.
Scaling the walls.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't make up for it now.
Reichel was a ball carrier. He picks up about 9 on the play. I'll keep the game going here, Bill, while this jarring is going on up here. Everybody getting themselves in trouble.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Of course, you never do.
I'll say hi to former head coach Tom Hancock tonight.
Yeah.
Mr. Hancock. Enjoyed watching him coaching wrestling, too.
Yeah.
Very intense individual.
I'll tell you what, just like all our coaches, Jim, just loves the kids, loves the program, the history behind it.
Pitch back to the right side, and good pursuit by Titusville. I think they might have enough for the first down.
I thought we might get it for a loss, but that was good effort getting to the chains. So I don't know. We can see where they mark it.
I think Luke Nicholson.
Fourth down by a foot, maybe.
Luke Nicholson over there in the tackle for Titusville, along with, I believe, Tanner Tarr once again.
Everybody getting some time tonight, getting some action.
Coming up after the game, we'll have the Corky's Pizza Titusville Beverage Player of the Game.
Double wing again for Meadville. They're going to go 4th and short. Quarterback sneak, and he's not going to get there. Oh, nice job, Titusville.
Now we got a punch.
And
that's
a penalty
costly.
out there, a little extra.
That's costly for you personally.
Mr. Lewis got hit by the defense of Titusville, and he didn't have the ball. Tailback, and got up a little bit of pushing, and
we'll see what they call here exactly. Besides, in sportsmanlike, how far they go with it.
They did not get the first down, by the way. Unsportsmanlike against Meadville. That was a good defensive play. Now I missed
Good
all
stand.
that and didn't catch the guy coming in to make the tackle initially.
Well, they blew up the center.
Yeah.
So they were head up on the center right over the nose.
Probably 50
blew that up and then just drove through.
Oh, I can see why he did that.
That's just a push. Yeah, I can see being upset about that and coming through, not finding the true ball carrier. But, yeah, a little extra push there.
So the ball will be moved out to the 36, 36 of Titusville. They'll have a first down and 10 with just 4 minutes left here in the ball game. Again, both teams playing second units.
It's fun to see the energy out of these second units, too, knowing that they're getting a chance to show something, put something good on film, and really going after it.
Do you know, sometime, Luke, we need to talk with maybe some of the members of the staff. Snap is a fumble, and Titusville picks it up, but after we got hit, that was Landon Baker on the snap, got away from him. Big loss on the play. Years ago, and I'm not sure how, I have to talk with somebody on the department now. Years ago, there were certain rules and regulations to how to get into varsity club. Mm-hmm. And once you get into varsity club, certain things you could not do. And I was thinking, as David was mentioning about these young kids getting a chance to play, they're working towards a varsity letter here. What does that mean to the kids today and those kinds of things?
That was a big deal when I went to school.
Oh, it was a huge deal.
Still wear their jackets?
Oh, snap over our head, bad snap. And it's back to the Titusville 10-yard line. We're going the wrong way here. It's done some bad snaps. It'll bring up 3rd and half the football field. We got to get almost out to the 42-yard line. And we're back at
46.
Our own 22. No, check that. We're back on the 9.
3rd and 38.
My math doesn't work that high.
don't want to compare Titusville to this, but this reminds me of a certain Browns game this year.
Here you go, Fred.
You watched the Browns game this year?
It was on TV.
Oh, they played Cincinnati.
Not that week. It wasn't that week.
Pass is complete out across the 20, and it's about as far as we'll get.
Did you buy all your Joe Burrow jerseys?
You know, a funny story about that.
Okay, well, we don't want to hear it. No, go ahead.
Well, I had an old,
who's
I had a Carson Palmer jersey, right? And so once Carson fled, of course, I took the name off the back because, see ya, you're out of here. Kept the jersey.
Most Cincinnati Brown, or Cincinnati.
Kept the
Bengals
jersey, and then don't you know, same number. Joe Burrow, number 9. I don't usually get too excited about rookie quarterbacks, but it's not bad. Not bad, especially with that line.
4th down in the bundle for Titusville. They're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Young quarterback throwing down deep, and it's going to be incomplete out at the 45. Pass was intended for Joseph Saxton of Titusville. And Meadville will take over on downs with 1:24 to go. They'll have it at the Titusville. See, they haven't got it marked out there.
24-yard line.
24-yard line. Yep. I think the timekeeper got there. He's got it up there now. 24-yard line.
Hey, you guys are talking about the varsity club.
Yeah.
I don't know when they stopped that. I really don't know because you never see.
I don't know if they did stop it.
I don't think they stopped it.
Well,
I'm just curious as to
how many kids have jackets or anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know who sells them. I never got my jacket. I never ordered mine.
Getting a sweater used to be a big thing.
Jim asked about a sweater a couple weeks ago. Jim Combs said that there's one at the Alumni Association.
Yeah, I got to get down and look at it.
Hey, Bill, you went with us on one of our varsity club trips. We went up to Niagara Falls, or Buffalo, I think.
No.
Yes, you did. I have a picture of you. I have a picture of you standing with us.
I did. Yes,
Your son was with us.
Yes, I sure did.
You chaperoned that thing. Or
Yes,
we
I
chaperoned you, one of the.
Somebody had to watch you.
There's a picture of you, myself, Ryan Eggleston, Matt Johnson, Jeremy.
Meadville just taking a knee these last 2 plays. This time is going to run out. Final score here tonight is going to be Meadville 62, Titusville 7, as Meadville's young boys are taking a knee. As Coach Collins lines up his kids to wave at each other. With COVID, they're not allowed to shake hands.
And again, I still don't understand this thing. You spend 48 minutes tackling each other, but don't you dare go out there and shake hands.
Last week they did.
Well,
here's the thing,
there,
Bill.
yeah.
We talked to Coach about that. They don't know what the coaches don't know what
they're allowed. Not allowed.
Yeah, they're expecting the refs to come out and say this is how you do it, or maybe the school districts to say this is how you handle it. They haven't really been told either way.
Let's see what they do here.
They're going to go to the edge of the circle. Then each team is going to salute each other.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, kind of neat thing to do. And
it's respectful.
Yeah. Meadville pulls off the win, 62-7, dominated from the very get-go. So the Bulldogs get back on the winning track. Titusville goes 0-3. But a lot to learn here this evening from this particular ball game. We will be back with a wrap-up right after this.
Your Armstrong services are more important than ever. There are more and more connected devices in the home these days. To get the most out of your experience, you need a network that is always getting better. You deserve superior performance, and that's what Armstrong offers every day. Whether you're working from home, enjoying your favorite content together, or simply catching up while apart, count on Armstrong to keep you connected to what matters most.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Pennsylvania Hardwoods, a worldwide supplier of high-quality logs and lumber, is a proud sponsor of the Titusville Rockets. Located along Titusville Road in Pleasantville, Pennsylvania Hardwoods purchases standing timber and logs and some of the world's highest quality hardwood, which is growing right in your backyard. For a free appraisal, call Pennsylvania Hardwoods at 814-590-6730. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets from Pennsylvania Hardwoods.
Get expert home comfort and installation with Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning of Titusville. Now is a great time to schedule an appointment to have your furnace checked out before the colder days and nights ahead. It's also a great time to ask Vanderhoof about the Remy Halo, a patent-pending device designed to neutralize odors, air pollutants, smoke, mold bacteria, and viruses. Visit Vanderhoof online today to learn more or give them a call at 814-671-3226. Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning of Titusville.
Whoever said,
"It's only a dog,"
never loved a dog. Our philosophy is simple. We treat every dog as if it were our own, and believe us, we spoil our dogs. When dogs are comfortable, they're happy. The Barking Lot in Titusville is ready to make your dog happy by offering grooming services, daycare, and boarding. Call today to schedule an appointment, or better yet, stop in and discover a stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers at the Barking Lot in Titusville.
And welcome to the Corky's Pizza Titusville Beverage post-game show, and we'll have your player of the game coming up in just a moment. I want to thank Kevin Tomini and the entire crew at Armstrong. They've been putting the games on the last couple of weeks. Greatly appreciate it, and we're just glad we can be out here doing this. We're glad that the kids are out playing, the bands are playing, cheerleaders are cheering, and it's just nice to be back doing this. So.
The announcers are announcing?
Something like that, yeah. I don't know about Bill tonight.
Well, he wished happy birthday to his wife.
He turned him off.
I did, yeah. He's done.
No wonder.
There we go.
Final score 62-7, folks.
Oh, and by the way, there is a varsity club. We're getting messages. Oh, we know there's a varsity club.
I just wondering how it compares to what
just haven't heard anything from them lately.
Yeah.
Information about it.
I don't know how it functions is all. I was just curious.
Yeah, but we also don't go to high school either, so.
Well, sometime I'll explain, but the rules when we were in school, if you varsity lettered in a sport, you had to play that sport, you lost your varsity club privileges.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I think it's once you're in, you're in.
When you joined, you had to wear a sign around you, too.
Yeah.
Initiations, yeah.
There was initiation.
Oh, you poor people. How did you survive that?
Oh, we survived.
Look at us. Think we survived?
Final here tonight.
The memory's still good.
62, yeah.
Final score is 62-7, folks. Sorry about this banter. We're going to be back in just a moment. There's not much to say. Titusville unable to put it together this evening. Meadville doing a good job. We'll be back, and we'll have player of the game right after this message.
This is the Corky's Pizza Titusville Beverage post-game show. We'll wrap things up next.
When it comes to your rehabilitation needs, you have a say in the kind of care you want to receive. At Anderson Physical Therapy, we are committed to your long-term health and well-being. We don't treat you like a patient, we treat you like a person, discussing your injury or condition and working with you on a game plan to get you back to better health. So stay on top of your game with a friendly and knowledgeable therapist at Anderson Physical Therapy.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning. Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis? Hey, do they ever ask you what you're wearing?
Yeah.
Red sweater, button-down shirt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Community Connect Federal Credit Union is here for you. In a world of uncertainty, isn't it nice to know some things haven't changed? Like Community Connect's commitment to their members and community. We are here to help you save, plan, invest, grow, and sometimes move forward into new opportunities or adventures. Community Connect FCU has many options available, and becoming a member is pretty easy. Stop in, call, or visit our website at communityconnectfcu.com and click Join to get started. Community Connect Federal Credit Union, 1050 East Spring Street, Titusville.
Interstate Pipe and Supply means it when we say service means business. With a knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering, we can answer your questions and fill your orders, big job or small. Covering multiple applications and industries, we're not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. We are locally owned and make it our number one priority to keep our customers returning and happy. We have been a staple in the Titusville community for 40 plus years. Stop in today and let us service you. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year. Fall and football go hand in hand, just like yards and the products made by Steel. At Titusville True Value, we offer a full selection of Steel chainsaws, pole saws, leaf blowers, weed eaters, and hedge trimmers to prepare your yard for fun this fall. So get the full lineup of Steel's equipment so the chores are out of the way so you can go out to play. Steel, available now at your Titusville True Value. Behind every good project is your Titusville True Value.
And welcome back to the Corky's Pizza Titusville Beverage post-game show. Final here from Bender Field. Bulldogs over the Rockets 62-7. Final thoughts and player of the game. Let's do with player of the game first, guys.
Well, we looked at a couple of different players. Titusville did not have, team-wise, a very good ball game tonight. There's a couple of different players that did. But we kind of thought, as we talked amongst ourselves during that last break, that Antonio Malave had a good offensive game tonight. Several passes over the middle in the first half. Of course, he had the big break there at the end to score the touchdown. But for me, it's watching him in the first two ball games, he had some pretty tough going. And tonight he came out and made some tough catches. So the improvement, plus the fact that I think he just had a very overall pretty good game. So Antonio Malave, I think, is who we're kind of a consensus, Bill.
Yeah, I go along with that. I'm kind of liking the guys that go over the middle.
Yeah,
that's dangerous. That's a dangerous area.
And it is, and he's not the biggest boy out there either.
He almost broke one earlier in the game too.
Yeah,
coming underneath there and then split the defenders and got caught from behind. But he had a nice offensive performance tonight and gave us a little bit of a lift.
All right, guys, final thoughts, Bill.
Well, next week, throw the game out. Throw the last couple games out. You got to move on.
Yep.
David?
Yeah, I'm with him.
Cash coming up. We'll see what we can do when we go to Conneaut, and hopefully Titus will be able to throw this away, pick up a win over in Cash.
Well, the final here, Bulldogs over our Titusville Rockets. You can say it.
No, I can't. I'm done.
Okay.
Stick a fork in me.
I want to thank our entire crew. We look forward to bringing you more Rocket sports next week, including next Friday's game against Cash, and that will be on the road. Rocket football this season brought to you by these great sponsors: Anderson Physical Therapy, by the Barking Lot, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Armstrong, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Community Connect Federal Credit Union, by Dr. Timothy Brooks, by Pennsylvania Hardwoods, by State Farm Insurance, by True Value Hardware, by Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by Larry's Auto Service, by Boonies, by the Colonial Machine Company, by Corky's Pizza, and by the Titusville Beverage. Have a great weekend.